Hello, hello, y'all. I hope everyone's doing well today. I'm nursing a slight bit of a weird head fuzz. I think it's just sinuses. I hope y'all are well. We're back! You added a tally to a tombstone? Punisher, you don't talk about your kills until the statute of limitations runs out. You gotta give it time. Anyways, what's over here? Hello, who are you? Who's that? She's looking at the park. Oh, it's your tombstone? Oh! Wait. Is this where I say happy birthday? Is that what I mean? Is that what's happening? Why is there an old lady trying to hop the fence? Can I ask about that? What? Okay, hold on, pause before we keep going. Not only is that old lady hopping the fence, it's a couple days late? Well, happy birthday. Happy late birthday. Not only is the old lady hopping a fence, but the cop trying to take her down is just popping his ass back. It's like, sir, who are you posing for? Is someone getting this down? Is someone taking a picture? Is this for a calendar of some sort? She's pretty. Oh, she has a story, you know? There is something about her. Too bad she seems to be in a bit of a rush. Oh, and off she goes. And the cop with his ass popping out is still there. Nope, wrong one. Hold on, I need to find out what's happening here. Looks like there's some trouble by the park gate. I smell an incident. Ma'am, there's no entry to the park. Now, don't you tell me where I can't go, young fella. I always walk through this park on my way home. Please, get down from there. You'll hurt yourself, ma'am. That's quite the determined old lady. Personally, I'm a little more interested in this park. You know what I think? I bet they're filming a movie. Let's go take a look. Maybe we'll see someone famous. Stay out of the park. Well, you got mad at me. Did something happen here, officer? No. Move along. Nothing safe. Totally normal. Closed off for absolutely no reason at all. Nothing happened. Don't worry about it. Why don't you kids go play somewhere else? We're not kids, and we're not playing. I'm an attorney. Nothing wrong? Detective Sky. We're fine, ma'am. Nothing to report. Oh, hello? You. What was your first name? Hold on. I remember you. I know you. It's coming to me. I've lost it. Detective. You're wearing a lab coat. You're hardly one to comment on how people are dressed. And those kids are? The Curiosity Seekers, ma'am. They claim to be lawyers. Okay, technically I said attorney. I never said the word lawyer, but same thing, I guess, whatever. Why don't you kids run around along and play somewhere else? Hi, please, why do you do this? Oh, look, we're not! Or I might spill something on that pretty face of yours. Want to know some experimental Hold on. Hydroxy ace lunadosit trace? Hydroxy lunadosis just my brain is breaking somewhere in the middle of this word. I feel like giving up on this word. We're gonna give up on that word. We're moving on. Come again? What's hydroxy stuff? Whatever it is, it doesn't sound good. Let's go, Trucy. Try to keep out the riffraff, if you would. Yes, ma'am. I know you. You were in a previous Phoenix Wright game, but I don't remember your name. How are we going to get more information like this? Why don't we ask that nice woman across the street? Oh yes, the nice woman. I was just so curious. Big trash can on the way into the park. I guess we could check it out. I'm an attorney, actually. Huh? 2 pieces of garbage with paint on them. These are slippers. They look like those slippers you get at the hospital. Look at this, Apollo. Doesn't this go in a car? It's a side view mirror. Looks like it was torn off when it smacked into something. Or someone. Oh, wait, you don't think... I do. This could be from the car that hit Mr. Wright. Wow, and he took off its mirror? I never knew Daddy was so strong. Only have room in my pocket for one of these, though. Which do you want to take? Wait, hold on. We can only take one? What do you mean we can only take one? Slipper is crammed into the pocket. Alright, I hope I don't need both of those at some point. Speaking of paint, what the hell's going on over here? There's paint splashed all over this gate. What a mess. Was paint knocked over by the car that hit my daddy? Oh, that's right. I'm left to clean up the mess. If you find whoever did this, bring the scoundrel by, would you? Of course. Then you can make them clean up their own mess. You're cute. Naive, but cute. Oh, when I find whoever did this, you can bet I'll be doing some cleaning. There's nothing I dislike so much as a mess. Oh, I wish I could say cool things like that. I'll bet you do. I laugh if my teeth weren't shattering so hard. Oh, what a big house! And the gate is so big. The Kentucky family is pretty big around these parts. I like the fox, it's so cute. Ah, that's our family crest from the old country. Your family crest? Oh, we're clever as the fox, and our teeth are sharp. It looks like a motto. You need a crest too, Apollo. Ooh, how about the Scales of Justice? Or a lunar lander? I'll pass, thanks. Also, I feel like we already have a crest. It's this one. This is our crest. It's right here. Right, I forgot that there was reference here for what the back of these badges look like. Oh well, too late now. Me forgetting that there's an entire fucking 3D model reference right there. For a thing I already did. Little Plum? That's a really cute name for someone so... Yes? Oh, whoa! Hiya, boy! Thank you for the 13 months. Where are the gay, straight, and bi attorneys? Well, let's see here. You don't... to be fair, this is probably the gay ace attorney. Maybe even the gay bi attorney. We don't know. As for the others, well... well, let me think. Maybe we'll find them at some point. But so far, it seems like all the attorneys are basically gay ace. Or just gay. Or bi. I feel like a straight attorney in this game is... Oh, wait, no, it's Payne. He's the only one. How about you go through me when talking to her, okay, Tracy? Huh? That seems like a bit of a needless procedure. I'm a lawyer. I live for needless procedure. What? Oh, little girl, you should know. We're gangsters. Oh! That means you're the bad guys! Percy, I love you. You're adorable. Shh. Percy, through me! Please, I'm begging you here. The bad guys. I like the sound of that. I still need to watch that movie. I'm going to need some warm tea after this. I already have some. Thankfully for me. It takes a lot of hard work to protect a family fortune. Oh, things aren't as easy as they used to be for us bad guys. Oh, you're saying that business is in a slump? Well, let's not ask about business if we can help it, please. Oh, there was supposedly a car accident here last night. Of course you wouldn't know about it. Sorry to bother you. Wait. Yes? You're talking about that man, aren't you? The one who flew 30 feet and just walked away? That's my daddy. I should have known. Oh, one of our capos thought he'd make a great point man. Capo? Wait, man. Could you avoid using too much, industry lingo? In any case, it's been nothing but trouble. I've been cleaning up this mess since morning. Bah! Cleaning up this paint? Question, how are you cleaning up paint with a broom? I feel like a mop would do better. And maybe some soap and water and just... Was this paint spilled at the time of the accident? Oh, it was around 9 last night. I heard a crashing noise. I found your father drowning in a sea of paint. So you came to his rescue? You've my husband, the boss, to thank for that. I still feel like mopping would be easier. The car that hit your father knocked over this paint, and turned the corner and sped away. Bye-bye, Beast. Oh, yeah. Do hope you are all well. I think I already said that. I'm saying it again. I always hope you're well. We're in the middle of repainting our wall, you see. Unless the paint has dried. So here's the problem, though. With that much paint, it's possible it's dried. I think it's been like 12 hours, but like when there's this much paint, and it's, I don't know what time of year it is. It's, who knows. Instead, you would still need to like sponge it off, probably. In that case, mopping would be useless, but a sponge would still be better because you gotta soap it. I'm sure that dragon is glaring at me. But why are you out here cleaning it up? What do you mean? I mean, aren't you a gangster? Don't you have any goons to do your work, dirty work for you? Please, go through me when you want to. Don't be such a stiff, lawyer boy. I just realized I turned into Pegasus there. I suppose we gangsters do have a certain image. Yes. But we're community-oriented gangsters, you see. The boss likes to give back to the people, see? How noble of him. I availed myself of the public facilities to get rid of all the garbage. Oh no, that's just the paint on the street to deal with. Public facilities? I wonder if she means that trash can. Okay, so someone was walking in paint. Which means the paint was already spilled when someone was walking by. You can see the nice little imprint of a leaf here. Someone from the clinic. Paula wasn't in the clinic until after the accident, so it couldn't have been him. The bottom is covered with paint! Huh? What's this weird shape here? It looks like a leaf was stuck to the bottom when the wearer stepped in some yellow paint. But the outline was left when the leaf was removed. Got paint on my hand! See, paint's still wet. Apollo, I saw you try to wipe your hand on my cape. Shh, no you didn't. Someone's... Hello? Well now, this is interesting. Huh? The spot here is black. I wonder what that is. It doesn't look like paint. It's dirt. Someone had dirty feet or a dirty foot when they put on the slippers, and then walked into the paint that had already spilled over. Very interesting indeed. Yeah, what do you know about this? Wrong button. What do you know about this? Oh, sorry, kid. I got no idea what you're talking about. Fine. Can I ask you a question? What? What happened in the park across the street? Oh, yeah, it was quite the commotion. Chicago lightning, as the boss would say. Chicago, huh? Gunfire. Someone was killed. Strange circumstances, too. Hey, I think I know who the murder victim is in the trial that we're going to be a part of later. You're kidding! Oh, what a morning. Trouble everywhere, the park, the gate, even our house. Did something happen at your house, too? Crime without honor, without remorse. It's a private matter. What I hear about. I think I have, considering if it's anything like Trucy's private matter, I think I have an idea. Somehow I don't think no is an acceptable answer, Polly. So, what happened at your house? Bloomers. Last night. Eh? I got a bad feeling about this. Me? A little plum Kentucky, the victim of a panty snatcher. What? So it wasn't just my panties I were Me yelling that out loud to myself in my own apartment. Okay. Got you too, did they? Poor thing. Like I said, whoever did this is a hardened criminal. It wasn't you, was it? No, of course not. Mercy! I've heard word that panties have been disappearing lately. The missing panties all have something in common. It's hard to imagine Trucy's and Mrs. Kitaki's panties having much in common. I just imagine Mrs. Kitaki... I know. We'll find your bloomers too. Great. Show me what you're made of. Oh, have you gotten me into this time, Trucy? Hello, man, with the clover on your shirt and blouse. It looks very nice. I like your outfit. Girl from before. Ah, of course. It was time for the weekly panty raid. Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs? Hello, Mother? She's a Kitaki too? Miss. Here, our flyer. Right? Anything agency? Anything agency? I didn't even notice that you changed that. Okay. Okay. Yeah, do you like the new flyer? So, this is our defense attorney, Mr. Apollo Justice. Attorney? Okay, question. Okay, you're one of two things. You are one of two things, ma'am. You are either our actual murderer or our client. You're gonna be one of those two things. I can already feel it in my bones. Goodbye. Who's with me? Who thinks my instinct is correct? Who thinks it's absolute fucking bullshit? Why did you give her our flyer? I don't know. She seemed like she could use some help. She's the heiress to a gangster dynasty. She doesn't need our help. I wouldn't be so sure. Or a future case? You know what, Punisher? I hadn't thought about that. It's technically possible. I have a feeling the Kitakis are going to show up again. At least it's entirely possible. And what was the other thing that's in the trash? With some paint on it in this trash can. Do we want the slippers or the mirror? I will take the slippers for now. I might require them. I did not say that. I should have said that. That's very funny. People Park is... Ooh. There are very many things. Now that I think about it, there are a lot of things the People Park could be. It's either a completely normal park, and it has a weird name. It was named after certain Nathaniel people. It could be that, which could be many things. It could be a furry thing. It could be a kink thing. It could be both. Or it's where it's opposite day and the dogs walk the humans. Who can say? Why is your noodle shop called No? No. No. So, what's this place? Molly's not here to appreciate my impersonation. This will be Mr. Aldoon's house, silly. Oh, so this is where his stands were stolen from. You have parks in the UK called People Park? Why? Why is it called that? I can see a piece of evidence lying on the ground already. Hey! There's a dog there. Let me pet the dog. Not pet the dog. Hey, look, it's the clinic that we have the shoes for. Look, there's a police car parked over there. You're right. What's with this sparkly entrance? What is this place, a hospital? There's a sign. Maractus Clinic. Maractus the Pokemon? Oh, no wonder you get so many shots for the price of one. They're full of... It's fucking cacti. Jokes, 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 jokes. Oh, that's where the thief went. Thief? The one who snatched my panties. He ran into this clinic last night. Wait, maybe that police car is here to find my... If I shout this out really loud, do you think my neighbors will hear me? Not that any of them have ever come to check on me for anything I've ever yelled. Which, considering the games I played, you feel like it would have happened by now. Yes, yes, but it's worth it. Yep, so it's called People Park, and even a tavern in London called People... Why is the tavern called People Park? Hello? Is there an explanation, or were they just being funny? I doubt it. Well, there's only one way to be sure. Let's investigate. Wait, please. Please, for the love of all that is good. There you are. Nope, it says Sunny. There you are, Sunny. Oh, damn it, it's just the... Oh, right, your name is Guy. If I don't know who it is, it's question marks. Damn it. Show me my himbo detective. Please. Not Sherlock Holmes, the other one. Me just now realizing that Ace Attorney is full of himbo detectives. And by full, I mean two. There's two of them. Well, you find any... What was his voice? What was your voice before, sir? It's been a week. I don't remember it. The People's Park. Now, that one does make sense. But just People Park. You find anything yet? No, not yet. The longer you loaf around here, the saltier your victory bowl gets. Just remember that. This bowl of noodles is sounding less like payment and more like punishment. Hold on, let me pet the dog. Pet. Look, a doggy. Good boy, Salty. I'm sure the dog has a real name, Trucy. Yep, sure does. Name's Spoon. And it's a she, by the way. Spoon doesn't seem so lively. Oh, she didn't get her bowl of salty broth this morning, that's why. Poor little thing. Paulo, let's find that stand soon, for Spoon's sake. You know what? I'm on board with Trucy. 100% for the dog. I don't care about anything else. I'm pretty sure dogs aren't supposed to eat noodles. Hey, he said he fed her the bra, not the noodles. This house is, well, it's old. It's been well loved, that's for sure. I've lived here with my wife for many years now. It's got character, though, just like my soup. I always thought character was a positive thing. That's the place, right there. That's where I kept my stand, covered all nice and purty with that blue tarp there. Oh, you use this plastic sheet to cover your stand at night? I see. You see? What? Did you figure out why it was stolen? Well, no, but it does suggest that the thief knew what they were looking for. Because I refuse to ever say he or she. Fuck that. Again, look at that. He goes from one to the other immediately. Just say they. It's easier. It's faster. Also, this is an old-ass game, so whatever. He clearly knew what was under that sheet. Wasn't one of those casual drive-by stand snatchers, you mean? Not bad, sonny boy. Not bad at all. The handwritten sign here. Save the light. Save the light indeed. Mr. Aldoon's house is practically in the dark here. I guess the hospital clinic next door blocks the sunlight. Everything's gone wrong, so they built this monstrosity. Broth in his sun or it rots. What's a man to do? Is that? I don't think that's true, sir. I just want my customers to get food poisoned so they can turn a pretty profit. If they wanted to do that, they would have just poisoned your food. That seems like a lot of trouble to go through for a few extra patients. Looks like the oil drum is connected to that sink over there. Collecting rainwater to do the dishes. How environmentally conscious. You don't think he uses rainwater to cook his noodles and to make his broth, do you? Oh, I'm sure he finds the best water money can buy. It's his business, you know. Game released in 2007? Yeah, that's why. Fair enough. Look, that sign over there. Aldoon only uses water from all natural sources. I think I'll take a rain check on eating here. Yeah, we need the freshest of rain for our noodles, please. That's what a rain check means, right? We'll wait till the rain. And when it rains, you'll have fresh water. That's quite a sign. I take it it's no as opposed to old. Ah, you like it? Made it myself, I did. I meant to write noodles, but ran out of space because I was... Have you ever... Hey, fellas, especially artist fellas, you ever done that? You done didn't just be writing on something and like, whoops, shit, ran out of space, especially in physical. Well, fuck now. And then just write the rest of it as small as you can. It's like, in... Oh, I think this will be fine. Oh shit. No, uh-oh. And you just write D-L-E-S and just vertically in like super tiny little font. Prior planning prevents poor performance. Try saying that 5 times fast. Alright, I guess I will. Prior planning prevents poor performance. Prior planning prevents poor performance. Prior planning prevents poor performance. Blah, 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 blah. Fucking shit. Prior planning prevents poor performance. Prior planning prevents poor performance. Prior planning prevents poor performance. I don't think this is going well for me. 17 years ago. Hold on. Oh, was I really that old? Yeah. Nope. Shit. Fuck. Oh, that's more than half my life ago. Oh no. Oh no. Don't do this to me. I looked up when this game was released last week, and this didn't happen to me. I was all, well, no, okay. Rika lore real fast. I was technically in high school, but also not. It was, my school was 7th through 12th grade. I think I was in 7th grade. I started 7th grade that year. Right? Yes. But that was at the school that was technically a high school, but it was 7th through 12th grade, which was not normal where I grew up. It was a very rare school in that regard. Regardless, I was in middle school. Is the way to basically sum it up. Which, hurts me deeply. Lucky for me, it spells a word all by itself, and spruces up my image, it does. It does have a certain power of willful denial thing going for it. I want to pet the doggy, but I don't want to get into more... Alright, if I have to go through that every time I pet the dog, we'll just pet. It'll be so much easier on the DS. Fine, pet. Where are we? I don't understand if there was an ambulance outside, but a police car? Maybe they're tax evaders. Sorry, miss. No going into the clinic today. Did something happen? Huh? Oh, no, nothing to see here. Move on. Okay, new theory. There are 2 corpses. There are 2 dead bodies. One in the park and one here in the clinic. Multiple people be dead. Uh-oh. You'll have to find someplace else to play doctor. Do we look like the right age to be playing doctor? They need a little more info on this Maractus clinic. We could ask Mr. Aldoon. He is their neighbor and all. And we should check out that garage. What if the thief who stole my panties is still in there? That doorway sure is sparkly. The Maractus clinic, huh? It looks more like a casino parlor than a hospital. This would be quite profitable. I'm sorry, Lady Devar. Welcome back. I apologize for the ad, but you gotta do it. Funny, it looks closed. Maybe they're on vacation today. Uh-huh, yeah, vacation. People definitely aren't dead. For sure. Looks like they have a special offer going on. 3 shots for the price of 1. Oh, now's our chance, Apollo. Chance for what? I don't need any shots, thank you. Whoever runs this clinic, they seem pretty business-minded. Oh, hey, what do you know about this? Sorry, sonny boy. My interest is for my stand and precious little else. Get cracking on that case. Find my stand, I'm begging you. Oh, your stand. Elgin's Noodles, was it? It's a palindrome. Ah, passed down from father to son. That stand's seen its share of salt, Salt runs in the family, you might say. Oh, I'm sorry, do you have bad cholesterol? Bad heart? I bet high blood pressure does too. Me, Apollo, handshake. Same brain, let's fucking go. I played enough of these fucking Ace Attorney games to know some of the jokes before they get made. So, your stand, Elgin's Noodles, was stolen. Oh, it wasn't just the stand that was stolen, sonny boy. I lost those wobbly wheels, my salt-crusted stew pie, my stained sign. I didn't just lose a stand, I lost a legend. No one steals a legend, gets away with it on my watch. Let's find that legend, Apollo. Isn't it about time you bought a new one anyway? Are there any more details you could give me about the stand? You bet, sonny boy. It happened last night. I was blowing my whistle like always, crying the town I was. A smell of broth filled the streets, thick and salty. I got home, well, right before 10 p.m., I reckon. Guess he's not aiming for that late-night market. Okay, hold on. So Phoenix was hit. There was a crash at 9 o'clock at the Kentucky house. That's when Phoenix got hit. But his thing was stolen after 10 o'clock. I washed my bowls and gave the wheels a squirt of grease. And I went inside. When she knows it had been stolen. Early this morning, before the sun rose. Work starts early. Do that many people eat noodles for breakfast? I'm washed up on the salty shores of ruination. I stand had my whole life in it, nay, my whole being. They took everything? Oh, my soup stock, not soup. My noodles, my bowls, and my dreams. At least they left one bowl. Look, there on the ground. If you don't find that stand today, then I'll be forced to walk the streets peddling that bowl. My last bowl. Please, I'm under enough pressure here as it is. That's it. That's where the thief who snatched my panties ran to. It's a crying shame, that is. If they have to steal, make it my loincloth, not some pretty girl's panties. The garage, right. You don't think the thief lives here, do you? Feh. I wouldn't put it past that good-for-nothing doctor. Do I detect a little animosity here? Well, let's make sure to check on out that garage thoroughly. Hey, do you think something happened next door? There's a police car out front. Feh, probably gave someone food poisoning, I'll bet. If anyone's at risk of giving someone food poisoning, our police got here this morning, actually. I asked what they were up to, but they wouldn't even tell me. The neighbor. Not that I was surprised much. My doctor worked for the wrong crowd. It was just a matter of time before he got what was coming to him. Feh. I think the doctor's dead. The wrong crowd? Never you mind about that. Do you mean the Katakis? Do you mean the Yakuza? You work for the Yakuza? Never you mind about that. We're just gonna sneak into the garage, just like stealthily lift. It's the car! It's the one that hit Phoenix! That car. This is the place. This is where that panty snatcher ran. Are you sure? Maybe. Let's look for clues. Clues to a panty snatching. clues? Like a pair of panties. Trucy, could you try not saying panties so many times? How old are you again, boy? I'm gonna assume you're like 23. What was your name? I know you. What was your name? I don't remember. It's cool to see you as a full-blown detective now. I'm proud of you. What was I saying? No, Apollo, you're 23. Fucking get over it. There's something about this car. Let's take a closer look. And if... Wait, hold on. There's a pair of that looks like a pair of panties in the exhaust, a phone down here, and the mirror's gone. That reminds me, I once read a record of a case that Mr. Wright worked on many years ago. That's right! That's right! I was like, this feels kind of familiar. It was the special case in the first game that was released as part of the, when it was re-released for the 3DS, for the DS, not 3DS, the DS. Apparently there's this car with a piece of, is that right? Am I remembering that properly? A piece of cloth showed in the tailpipe. That piece of cloth turned out to be a vital clue to solving the case. Wow! I remember that case record when I'm checking out a car. And I always check the tailpipe. Everyone's gotta have a hobby, I guess. Wouldn't it be funny if... Hey! There's something in there! What? Wait a second. Are these your... I'm not doing this full volume. I refuse to do this full volume. Okay, I know I just said that about Apollo, but... My panties! What? Already? There, whatever. Wow, thank you, Apollo. You're a genius. Amazing. No, really, don't... Here's the weird thing. I'm so sorry, Trucy. I think those have to be added to the court record. Oh, I'm serious. I'm really impressed. You know what? I love the design on those. What are those? Little panties, of course. They've come home to Mama. You're going to put them... I have a feeling... Are you kidding me? Watch closely now. See? Ta-da! Whoa, where'd that come from? How did that bowl get... My panties are an extra dimensional space. Anything can fit in there. They're my magic panties. It's one of my best tricks. This took a turn I wasn't expecting, I'm gonna be honest. Magic panties? I love them over at the Wonder Bar. I do shows there nightly. You mean those are a prop? You could have told me a little sooner. There's so much to unpack here. Oh, that's one case closed at least. What are you saying? We still have to catch this sly devil that ran off with the tool of my trade. Oh, right. Something tells me we're not finished searching this garage anyways. There's so many directions that could have taken that I honestly, I should have seen that coming. All things considered, I should have seen that coming. I'm gonna be honest. Trucy is fantastic. Look, a cell phone. Someone dropped it beneath the tire. If the car moved, it would be crushed for sure. I wonder if it belongs to the doctor here. We should bring it to him later. Oh, right. We have to do the same thing to those that we do to everything in the court record. Nope, nothing weird going on here. Moving on. Alright, what's up with the watch? Look at this cute little watch strap. I want one. It's kind of odd, though. What is? I mean, if you want to know the time, you could just look at the phone itself. Hey, you're right. Sharp, Apollo. Thanks. Finally, some respect. So, what does that tell you? Well, the owner of this phone doesn't think through the details, for one. That, or they just really like the aesthetic. They did drop their phone, after all. I kind of figured they were a little spacey already. Oh, good point. What time does it say? It says 9:30. That certainly won't be important later, will it? The only thing that's important? I guess so. Hey, look at that! Mirror's been broken off. Now this is a clue! What? You're smiling like you know something I don't. You aren't keeping a clue for me, are you, Polly? A clue? Let's see. I guess where we have... Not that I can think of... God, no! No, I know what it's for! Curse you! No! Then what are you smiling about? Oh, I wasn't smiling. It was the dust in here. I was going to sneeze. Achoo! Well, don't make faces then, Achoo! Or someone's leaving then. I know yawns are contagious, but sneezes? Well, I'm sure there's gotta be a clue somewhere. Well, let's keep checking things out. Can I pet the kitty? Hello, kitty. I want to pet you. Hey, kitty cat. Here, kitty, kitty, kitty. It's not coming down. You do look kind of suspicious, you have to admit. It's okay, kitty cat. His hair won't hurt you. It's okay, kitty cat. She won't make you disappear in her hat. Got a nice dynamic going on. Someone's there! Oh, it's just a gold-painted human skeleton. Just a human skeleton? And painted gold? Mannequin hand waving at us from the box behind the skeleton. This place just screams hospital storage, don't you think? It screams something, that's for sure. Y'all, it's returned. Look, it's a folding ladder. Polly, that's called a step ladder. Come on. Step ladder? How is that different from a regular ladder then? It's a much more complex piece of machinery. It's like two ladders stuck together. Oh, you admit that basically it's a ladder, right? Wait, huh? You have to look past the form, at the essence of the thing. Can we talk about something else? No, we have to do the thing. Versus. We just need to find more ladders. If ever, this is a request. This is a request. If ever we see a ladder and I don't click on it, y'all need to yell at me. Running gag in Ace Attorney games. Something about this car. Let's take a closer... Wait, no. I already looked at this car. No, go away. Step ladder? Well, then who's the stepchild? Anyways. Alright. Well, Did it actually change the name? Well, if you... No, I'm fine. Really. Let's just put them away, shall we? What are you talking about? The case isn't closed and we have our thief. Just find him on the side while you work on the other cases. If we're that easy, we wouldn't need the police. If we don't need the police, then we don't need defense attorneys either, right? Fine, fine. I'll look for your pants. Let's go grab the mirror. Because I made the wrong choice of what we needed. Wait, don't you have a magic pocket now that can... The magic panties now that can hold a bunch of things? Let's put everything in there. What do you mean no clues here? It's covered in paint. And it's shattered. It's cut clean off. I wouldn't call that clean. I wonder what's in there. Don't. There are bare wires hanging out. Let's see. Ow! Are you okay? Just a little joke. Yeah, they're not connected to the battery, so there shouldn't be any power in there. Don't scare me like that. You mean, don't shock you? Zap. Yes, we get it. You're adorable. I think I do have just the clue that you've got in mind. Wrong button. This button. My clue is this. Whoa! It's the same color and size and everything. A perfect match. I guess we could. Yeah, we just did this. Why are you showing us again? We already know this. That's where we grabbed it. Oh, oops. Well, it looks like we just solved a case. So the car that hit Daddy last night, it's sitting right in front of us. Yep. Wow, you put the pro in professional, Apollo. Gee, thanks, Trucy. Apollo, huh? What is it? Now that we solved this case, we should go report to Daddy. He'll mope if we leave him alone too long, knowing him. Okay. He doesn't seem the type to mope, though. That's because you didn't know him 7 years ago. Now, this is hardly a case worth reporting. Oh, great. We get to see the creepy-ass doctor again. Juicy, where's your old man? Well, children's piano. I guess the man likes pink. Bottle Mr. Wright's favorite brand of grape juice. Well, I'm never drinking. She's a Glenn. Clearly not a problem for Mr. Wright, however. Next. Phoenix, why are you not here? No, just don't make it. Sorry. Hi, excuse me, what do you know about this? I found out who this mirror belongs to. Oh, you're tougher than you look. Spit it out. Who was it? Where do they live? I just forgot. I remember, Apollo. It was a Maractus clinic. Shh. Why? I'm right, aren't I? Maractus, huh? Yes? Why is she so quiet all of a sudden? Something wrong? No, pay me no mind, and thanks for the info. What do you know about this? What do you know about this? What do you know about this? You know about this? Why is it important that we see that the river over there is 5 yards long? That'll be important later. I feel like I'm missing something. This car belongs to someone at the Maractus clinic, and it hit Mr. Wright. Mr. Wright sprained his ankle, and the car lost a side view mirror. This car versus Mr. Wright. Not quite the match of the century. And yet, I feel like Phoenix came out more whole than the car did. Like, less injured. Good kitty. Good kitty. Television's been left on to an episode of The Steel Samurai. Looks like the same episode as before. Must be his favorite. No, Maya's probably having him write an extensive review on that specific episode. Anyway, he writes bed. Wow, what a mess. She must be charged in cleaning at home. Big spiraling stack of DVD cases. It looks ready to collapse. Better keep my distance. Well, that was worthless. Well, do we have any leads? One moment. Alakazam! Alakazing! Oh, where'd all this evidence come from? So what happens next? That's it. Pretty neat, huh? Yeah, neat. There's a bottle under the bed? I didn't see that. Oh, I'm sure it's fine. That's fine. That's normal. You know, finishing a glass of grape juice and then just tossing it wherever which way. Let's go grab the slippers now that we don't need this. Potentially don't need. We're going to search through the trash? I don't think we need to. Oh, no, please, knock yourself out. Don't mind me. I'll be waiting over there. Just so we're clear, searching the trash isn't a hobby of mine, okay? I say, I'd really like to know what happened here. Hey, I said no one goes in. Unless you want a face full of hydroxyadiada, what's it? No dice. School Park. Huh, kind of an odd name for such an empty place. I wonder why it's named that. Hey, there's something written on the great gatepost. Huh? Oh yeah, it says, donated by Big Wince Kitaki. I mean, the Kitaki family built this park? It's so nice of them to give to the community like that. Let's not get too friendly with them, shall we? A gangster building a park? Odd move for a crime boss. Brightly painted dragon. Why do I get the feeling he's glaring at me? Those paints must have been to repaint this wall. Well, that's right. I called in an artist to do the job right. Into the third so far. The third? The first spilled paint all over the entrance here. The second on my kimono. So No, don't tell me. It's better that I don't know. I'm missing something. A twat. What be it? Is this yours, Mr. Aldoon? Hey, there's the heart and soul of Aldoon's noodles. A bowl absorbs my salty soup. Pretty soon it's gonna taste just like noodles. Wow, it does smell like noodles. Oh, my other bowls got taken away from my stand. Get it back from me, sonny boy. I'm begging you. Alright, cool. That was a piece of evidence I just happened to miss. Awesome. Apparently I needed that. Mascot. That's the mascot? Oh, look! I love these little personal touches. It was a shame to hide it on the bottom of the bowl. Huh? When I touched it, the paint flaked off. He must have painted on my hand with warm, professional care. After buying the cheapest paint he could find with cold, professional thrift. Alden's Noodles mascot. Mr. Salty. He's so cute. I don't like that it... Okay, look. The fact that the one on the outside was flaking off, I don't like there's one on the inside. That does not seem like a good thing to do. I'm gonna be real here. That seems bad. It's not a very endearing mascot, is it? You know, come to think of it, it looks a lot like you, Apollo. Especially the red parts. Can I help it if I like red? Also rude? Wrong one. You can tell my bowls by the Mr. Salty logo, the mascot of Elgin's Noodles. They come to the stand, they sit, they drink deep from that bowl. And when they see the bottom, their face looks just like Mr. Salty's. Genius, no? This is a good thing? I'm sorry, question for the chat. If you make that face when you're done eating something, is that a good thing or a bad thing? Very high concept. You can't ply a trade if you don't know the tools. Remember that? Yes, sir. Lucy has a thing for professionals, clearly. Okay, now did we get everything? Now are we good? How can we go talk to Mr. Wright? June 15th, Hickfield Clinic. Oh, how goes it? Danny, how do you feel? Not bad, Trucy, not bad. It's good to have you youngins on the case. I told Daddy-O get some well-deserved R&R. The elderly need their... He's 33! He's not elderly! Motherfuckers. Rude! Isn't he only 33? We've cleared up most of the cases. I was right about you. Competent, capable. Tell me what you found out, if you want to. I mean, he's older than me too, but... also puts him at around Caden's age. Not old. Not at all. Not even a little bit. Your enthusiasm is overwhelming. Alright, first things first. That looks strangely familiar. Did you not recognize an attorney's badge? Look, my panties! They came home to Mama. Thanks, Apollo. I was worried about them too. Sure, she special ordered those. Startling display of parental concern. I'd hate to have to buy a new pair. Ugh. Make that a not so startling display of cheapskatedness. It's actually a relief to be so thoroughly ignored. This was the thing that led you to the car. Yes, sir. The mirror you knocked off was just the clue we needed. Good work, Apollo. Of course, you might say, I was the one who made solving that case possible. You don't get points for knocking off a car mirror. Oh, I certainly didn't expect you back this early. Polly's amazing! He found my panties so quick, almost like he was the one who stole them. You have an interesting concept of praise. And? Did you find the mad driver who gave me that 30-foot toss? Apparently, it was a doctor from the Maractus Clinic. Maractus, huh? I've heard of him. Nothing good, mind you. That reminds me, a police car was parked outside the clinic. Maybe something happened? What is this Maractus Clinic, anyways? All I've heard are the rumors. That clinic's been making good money. In a bad way. Bad? That is organized crime. The Kentucky family. Ah, yes. That horrible family, the Kentucky. Their evil chicken knows no bounds. It has spread far and wide. Do not feast upon the evil chicken. Can't trust anything from Kentucky? Me looks at, let's see here. Looks at a bunch of family members. I mean, you're not wrong. The Kentucky family? Did that on purpose. Some injuries you can't take to a public hospital, see? They use the Maractus Clinic for their patch-up jobs. Interesting. It looked like something had happened in that park. Ugh. A body was found there in unusual circumstances. Something more unusual than being dead? That's not our concern in any case. Not until it becomes our case, then it's our concern. And that'll be later. Don't worry, give it about 30 minutes or so. Right, Let's ignore that and find that noodle stand. Whatever happened to professional curiosity? Thanks, really. I get tired of sleeping. Maybe I'll head down to the Maractus place. Maybe hit him up for some reparations. A little legal action would do me some good. I'm a defense attorney. I cannot help you. I'm not a prosecutor. I can't sue them for you. I should be. Well, technically I should be able to, but it's this, that, and the other. I was wondering when I get paid. We solved the case of your accident and found a missing article of clothing. My panties. That leaves the noodle stand. Eh? Feel free to drop in if you get stuck. I'd be happy to help with anything not involving money. Goodbye, quid pro quo. Hello, pro bono. Right, back to the office to plan our next move. Have shit in whatever this city is. Hello, ma'am. Are you here to, you're the woman from the Kitaki place. Yes. I knew it! Something's the matter and you want our help, right? Well, you've come to the right place. Oh, this way, please. Did you hear the way I said it? I said it in a specific way. Did you hear the W before it? I can say it again. The right place. Do you get it? You get it, right? I can see that you get it.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Hello, hello. Ow, thank you for the hydrate. Hello, Timewinder. Oh, thank you for the hydrate and posture check and the new objection throwable. Which, okay, here's the funny thing. When I was getting that ready last night, what did you miss? We found panties. We found panties. When I was putting that together last night, I know it's you, Delphi. Hi, Delphi. Thank you for the nut. What was I saying? I was getting that together last night, and I put a bunch of audio clips to be randomly chosen when it does the objection throw. Somehow, Maya, I don't know how you did it. You somehow got the super dumb joke one. Oh. Delphi.
Models.
Ow. Pain. But thank you. I appreciate the concussion. Oh. I didn't posture. Okay, I'm postured, I promise.
No, plus one.
How did you have it twice? It's a 1 in 7 chance of getting the Danganronpa one. Posture more. There we go. My name is Alita Tiala. Aren't you with the Kitaki family? Isn't... You're adopted. Okay, once again, based on... I can't tell if you're gonna be the actual murderer or you're gonna be our client. To be fair, could be both.
Objection!
That one. I have a request. There's Winston Payne. That one's easy to notice. There are 6 different characters that I've got the objections from. Oh, a request. Let me guess. Something's been stolen? Your flyer. It says now defending, so I thought... What? You mean you want me to defend you? Me? Maybe you can tell us what happened. Were you hit by a car? Did someone steal your stand? Or your panties? No. I'm not the client, actually. The client would be my... well, my fiancé, I suppose you'd call him. Okay, maybe you are the murderer. Oh, you're marrying into the Kitaki family.
Objection!
I think that one was Mia? That one was either Mia or... that was... I've got Mia and Francisca on there. He was arrested this morning. The charge was murder. Okay, so you're not our client. I now give you a 50-50 shot that you're the murderer. Murder? Have you heard about what happened at the park? So, what's your story? You frequent the Kitaki Mansion, yes? Word band, 5 minutes. Go. Underwear, undergarments. Are you a member of their, organization? No, not yet. Not yet? You see, I'm to be married next month. The boss's son. Got a gold doodle star? Congratulations. The boss's son? So he's a gangster. Yes, but the Kitakis are locally responsible gangsters. I thought it'd be nice for a change. Quit my boring job, live the good gangster life. I think you're onto something. Mrs. Kitaki, I like the sound of that. I'm not sure your daddy would care much for that. I don't know. Peter seems like he wouldn't really care. He'd be fine. He'd be down. What happened? I haven't been told all the details, but I do know a body was found in the park near the Kitaki Mansion. There were a lot of police cars there. Apparently the victim was shot with a pistol. Also, hold on. I need to do the thing that I need to do with everyone.
No, that's wrong.
Thank you, Ivies. Your name is also, no, it's not. Your name is, what's it called? No, not an anagram? No. What's it called when you move the letters around to make different words? Is that an anagram? No. Yeah, that's an anagram. I'm right. I was right the first time. Me over here doubting myself like a fool. No, anyways. I don't see anything funny about your name. Other than the fact that it's an anagram. I'm gonna try to find it. But I hear the circumstances of the shooting were rather unusual. And your fiancé was arrested for this? What sort of person is your fiancé? Your fiancé is the Kitaki family's only son, correct? Name's Waki. Waki Kitaki. I brought a photo. I don't think this is it, but it sounds like you're saying walkie-talkie, and that's very funny to me. Well, that's quite the photo. I love the... Okay, first of all, I like the fox theming. Second of all, dude, why do you have the police mascot on your shirt? Are you Yakuza? No, oh, he can be powerful and menacing, but so cute. But if he's the boss's only son, yes, I'm sure he'll take his father's place someday. It is not a palindrome. I was looking for that. Aldune's Noodles is a palindrome. Well, it's almost a palindrome. But no. Alita Tiala is not, because it doesn't start and end with A. It's just an anagram. That one's not a palindrome. Please help my Waki. Please. Alright, my first solo defense case. Crime boss's son or not, I'll prove he's innocent. They prepared a letter of request. I know you need those. Right, let's go check out the scene of the crime. So this is it. My first murder crime scene. Ugh, it's you kids again. Well, can't you find some other place to play? We're not playing. We're, investigating. Aren't we, Apollo? Sir, sir, I have a letter of request here. Letter of, huh? Why does it say hit request on it? Alright, in my defense, I did not look over this properly. Oops. Why does this envelope say hit request? It's a bit of lingo, like call it a hit or a hitman. Oh, you mean gangster talk? So does hit mean to defend in gangsterese? Well, hitman? You put the hit out on me, would you, hitman? I certainly hope not. Someone tells me she used the wrong envelope. Misty Allah must have used the Kataki stationery. Excuse me, coming through. Oh, it's you, Mr. Gavin. Who's this guy? I must say, I'm used to being inspected by the ladies. This is the first time I felt this way with a man. Ah, he's bi as hell. Good to know, sir. Hello. Are you boyfriend number 1? We're always in the market for more. Mr. Gavin? Yeah, I was just thinking about that. You have the same hair as my former boss who's now in prison. Who I put in prison. Because he murdered someone. Oh, Fräulein, what is a sweet morsel like you doing in such a dismal place? Can I help? Are you our Miles Edgeworth? That would explain the boyfriend vibes I'm immediately getting. Yes? The policeman officer fellow here won't let us in. We even have a letter of request. Well, so far, Apollo has no one in the polycule right now. It's just him. That said, when we finished Great Ace Attorney, there was a whole four guys in that polycule, so. No telling what'll happen here. You must be exhausted standing out here. I'll take you to the scene of the crime. Oh, really? By your leave, officer. Yes, sir. Of course, sir. Why is everyone always so kind to the prosecutors and never to the defendants? To the defense attorneys? I'm a person too. I'm doing a very important job here. I like your symbol. Whatever that is. It looks... There's a lot of things it could be. Very well. On this way, Fräulein. Whee! This poor girl has no idea what the fuck she's doing. Hey! What about me? June 15th, People Park. That's true. How big's the polycule now? Right now, it's still 0. Still just 1. It's just Apollo. No one else is added. Because I don't think Phoenix... Trucy's too young, obviously. Phoenix is more like a mentor father figure. I don't think he's there. So we have Gavin now. Who's probably gonna be number 1. This is still only the second case of this game. On that note, enjoy your investigation. Thank you. Will we see you again? That's the wind, Fräulein. I'll be writing on it. I feel like a lewd joke could be made there. Especially considering we're already talking about the polycule and Apollo. And writing. Anyways. What was that? Apollo, look! A corpse! What? Hey, it's just a mannequin. Wow, it sure got me. Ahem, might I ask exactly what it is you're doing here? Oh, it's you. How did you kids get in here? Again, I don't remember your name, Miss Guy, but I remember liking you a lot. Oh, this guy, well, he was more like a prince, really. He let us in. Him again. That Glimmer's fop, always getting my way. Anyway, the scene is off limits. Excuse me, we have a letter of request. One moment. Why is she holding that big magnifying glass? She might be. She very well might be. We don't know yet. We have to figure out the vibe. What's a lot of ellipses? I'd recognize that handwriting anywhere. Scientific analysis says this was written by Alita Tiala. Thanks. 30 minutes to figure that out? So, what's up with the mannequin there? It's taking the place of the body, preserving the scene of the crime as it was found. the body was pulling the stand? So in other words, that immediately makes me think that our stand thief maybe wasn't a thief at all. Commanding woman with interesting glasses? She's also a bit silly, and also very smart. She was not this commanding last time we saw her. Which, I never did on stream. That was the original Ace Attorney trilogy. You're a defense attorney, are you? Detective Emma! Your name is Emma! I remember now. Of course I remember, it says it right there. I'm in charge of this crime scene. He doesn't seem that happy about it. What games? What was your original focus? Because I feel like you were... Because I definitely know you. In her first appearance, she was a bubbly, forensic-obsessed high school student who became the assistant... Yep. Yeah, okay, it was the one that I'm thinking of. It was the extra case that was added at the end of the first game when it was released for the DS. I never said that made her worse. At no point did I say that made her worse. She doesn't seem that happy about it. She doesn't seem that happy about many things. She has that really adorable pout thing going on. Look at her. Look at her. She's cute. Mood, touchy. I trust you know how to stay out of the way. I always carry 2 pairs of handcuffs, just in case. Hey there, no messing with the crime scene. But we need to investigate. Apollo, look, that stand. Tells Aldoon. I've noticed. Oh, we've solved the case of the missing stand at least. Oh, the circumstances could stand to be better. Hey there, no messing with the crime scene. Investigations are to be carried out by professionals, scientifically. Hey, 10 years ago? No. 7, 9, 8. About 8 years ago, give or take? 7 or 8 or 9 years ago? You were investigating, and you weren't a professional. And you were investigating with Phoenix Wright, who's also not a detective. She's not going to let us check out the crime scene, is she? Hey, Apollo. My very unscientific analysis tells me something here is very suspicious. I know what you mean. It's kind of hard not to notice. I better check out what we came here to find at least. Why is the soup in a big barrel like that? Detective Sky? Quiet, please. It's snack time. Munch, 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 munch. Munch, 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 munch. Munch, 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 munch. We're not making much progress here. Not being very busy. I never seem to get a lucky break. Active for 9 years, they won't give me the position I requested. I hear he gave up the defense attorney life. Oh, she came back looking for Phoenix. Now that sounds alright. He? Who's he? An ex-defense attorney? Detective Sky? Quiet, please. It's snack time. More munching, more munching. Lots of eating. Enjoy the ASMR. Okay, so I do need to... If you could spare a moment to take a look at this. Can you see that I am extremely, extremely busy? Eating snacks, yes. Busy eating snacks, I'd say. That's going that means there's something I missed that I need to see. I already looked at him and it won't let me. Harp, ground, knife. I think I just need to talk to her at her time. Oh my god, you're so not helpful. Ma'am, please, Emma. Thank you for the lurk, Maya. We'll see you later. I hope work's going well. Oh, she won't even look at my attorney badge. It looks just like his, because, obviously. Something suspicious here, it's hard not to notice. I'd better check out what we came here to find. There's nothing that'll let me investigate. I've already investigated the two things that'll let me. What am I missing? There are some leaves. Like the one that was found on the imprint at the bottom of the slipper. I don't think that helps me any. Menu, ramen, 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 rice ball. What on earth am I missing? Hello? Yes please, because I feel like I'm... I can always go back to Aldoon and tell him that I'm found this thing in my bag. Oh, that's right. You're right. I forgot that I can talk to Nick, and he'll help me out. But also because he knows her, but we don't know that. We don't. Wow. Apollo doesn't know that. We know that. Oh, you're back. Running some problems? Oh, Polly, didn't you want to tell Daddy something? Oh, me? No, but I'm fine, really. What's this? So there is a problem? No problem. I got a defense request. I feel like I play the stammering young upstart real well. The defense request. Well, that is a problem. Huh? I've given up the court. I'm not a lawyer anymore. The request was for me! Oh, right. You're a lawyer, aren't you? Hello, Gary. He's doing that on purpose. I know it. How you doing? Oh, what about this defense request? It relates to the murder in People Park, actually. Guess what? We found Mr. Aldoon's noodle stand at the scene of the crime. Did you know? That's unusual indeed. Heard of a noodle stand being used as a murder weapon? I think the murder weapon was something else. You're chill. I've never played Final Fantasy XIV. I've always thought about it, though. I mean, you don't know what the murder weapon was? The funny detective lady won't let us in on the scene. What kind of detective? Where's the lab coat, anyway? Lab coat? Didn't think she'd be involved with this. You know her? You could say that. Literally worked with her one time 9 years ago. Oh, you know her, don't you? I met her on a case. This was about 10 years ago. She was still a high school student at the time. What would make her about the same age as me? That's my daddy. He knows all the police types. Oh, wait. Maybe you know the other guy, too. That other guy? That shining prince on the motorcycle? Prince? Follow. Tell me about this Prince of Trucies. Indulge the concerned father. He was at the crime scene. He looked just like Mr. Gavin, but tanner, and hotter, and younger. And his titties were almost out. Or maybe I'm just imagining that. I don't remember. Did he have his titties out? Or are you imagining his titties? Don't worry about it. You know him? I guess he's Christoph Gavin's younger brother. Oh, he had a brother. Okay. His brother? We're acquaintances, after a fashion. Xavier Gavin. Rock and roll god incarnate. Rock and roll god? Javier. What a lovely name. He's so dreamy. Actually, I think he... It's German for piano? That's funny. Wait. Terrible joke. Javier Gavin, age 24. His name means piano. Phoenix Wright, age 33. Former defense attorney, person who plays pianos terribly. Wonder if he can play. Didn't know Mr. Gavin had a brother. What was he doing out there? I have a feeling you'll be crossing paths again soon. Either natural enemies or... No, what was the problem again? Having trouble investigating the crime scene in the park? Yeah, that detective woman won't let us. Go to the office. Under the silk top hat, you'll find a bottle of white powder. We're taking that to this detective. Phoenix, my dude. I know it's not what it sounds like. My dude. Thank you, Delphi. Wait, powder? I hope it's not what I think it is. How do you guys keep getting the Danganronpa one? It's supposed to be the outlier joke. Let's take it to her. It'll be fine, you'll see. Oh, and tell her I said hi. Under the silk top hat.
Objection!
There it is. So this must be the silk top hat Mr. Wright mentioned. Let's take a closer look. Huh? Huzzah! Forensic gear. Devices? Not devices. Gear. I guess it's forensic. Chemicals. Equipment. We use this on a frickin' face in that one case. Oh, you know what this is? You know what this is, Trucy? I remember finding some in Daddy's dresser when I was little. I thought it was sugar, so I licked it. He got mad at me. It was getting more and more suspicious. Let's go talk to that detective. She's sure to know what that white powder is. Ma'am, we have returned. Enjoy me throwing this in your face. Does this ring any bells? Is that... It couldn't. Where'd you get that? I brought it from the office. You work at the Wright & Co. law offices, yes? Yeah, sort of. Detective Sky, how do you know my daddy? Daddy? I'm sorry. Who did you say you were? Chrissy Wright. Phoenix Wright's daughter. What? Mr. Wright has a daughter? You seem shocked. Well, if you're Mr. Wright's daughter and you're his apprentice, then I'm available to help you in any way I can. Oh, thanks. You can start by not calling me Mr. Wright's apprentice. Is it wrong, though? Powder is used for detecting fingerprints. Alright, look. Once again, I'm 99% certain that Trilogy is adopted. In fact, I'm 100% certain that Trilogy is adopted. In part because she's 15. That would put Phoenix right at 18 years old when she was born, and also would have been before the events of the first 3 games. So, logically, it doesn't make any sense. There is no logic there. She's 100% has to be adopted. There's no option. I guess you might call it a memento from the time I spent with Mr. Wright. Well, okay, because here's the thing. Here's the thing. In the 3rd game, we learned that Phoenix Wright was originally not a student of law. He was an artist. He went to college for art. It was only after he was not framed for murder, but he was accused of murder. She's one of the many teenage girl assistants that existed in California. Yeah, no, that's accurate. How it works. Because there was Mia Fey, there's Trilogy, there's Emma Sky. I feel like more are coming. Bachelor of Art. Yeah, he was originally an art student, and then he was saved from the case of murdering his girlfriend. He was accused of her murder, and when he was acquitted, he decided to become a lawyer. He was a bit of a loser back then. To be fair, he was a bit of a loser during those 3 games, other than the fact that he was good at his job. Murder of his girlfriend's ex. Yes, excuse me. Apologies. It's been a while. Regardless, there was a lot going on in that game. With that girlfriend, and the past and the present and the future, and ghosts, and falling off bridges. It's fine. Don't worry about it. If you find any evidence with fingerprints on it, please let me know. Oh, dust for prints. Oh, she's quite the eager beaver all of a sudden. Every time I think about Ace Attorney, and especially certain cases, it's just kind of a... Lawyer's fingerprint powder in some strange language. How do we know for sure? What if this is really a jar for something else, like jam or honey? No, you're good. I love being reminded of just how weird things are. Because I haven't... My memory is dog shit. And it's been a while since I played these games. Or those games, at least. So... Ooh, actually... So being reminded... So correct me, and it's fine. Why would anyone go through the trouble? Well, so the police don't find out, that's why. They hardly think possessing fingerprint powder is a crime. Oh, huh. I guess. That's boring. And this is Mr. Eldune's noodle stand, obviously. It does say Eldune in big letters, doesn't it? And that mark on his paper lantern there looks familiar. It's going to be a little weird telling him, well, with the corpse and all. Anyway, that wraps up 3 of our cases. That's right! Congratulations, Apollo! And leaves us with the one case that's worse than all 3 put together. Murder. Okay, there's still one question that we don't actually know. There's still technically one other case that we haven't solved. We found 1 pair of panties. We're still missing, Miss Kitaki's missing panties. Haven't found those. It's knife. What have you got there? A knife! No! A shiv, to be precise. Ooh, lingo! The defendant, Waki Kitaki, is the son of known gangsters. Police are assuming this belongs to him. Wait, but wasn't the murder weapon a pistol? Look at this. There's a handprint on the shiv. Handprint? Or there might be a fingerprint. Let's investigate. Teaching us how to use this mechanic. First, choose the fingerprint you want to examine. Choose the fingerprint? Look closely at the handle. See, there's more than one fingerprint there. Those black spots? That's right. Pick the one you want to analyze. Oh, that's right. This is not a DS. We don't have a microphone anymore. Let's get detecting. Oh, she's practically glowing with excitement. First, sprinkle some aluminum powder over the print. Like this, see? The oil left by the print absorbs the aluminum powder, so you just dust it on. On the screen? Alright. Alright, hold on, we're not there yet. Blow? It's like whistling. You know how to whistle, though. Full disclosure. No, I don't know how to whistle. Nope. Wow, amazing! It's like magic! Isn't it though? Alright, let's give it a shot. Incidentally, it's important that you cover the entire fingerprint with the powder. Oh, wrong button. This button. And now we... I'm gonna read that as the judge.
Only real attorneys can whistle. You don't have what it takes. Get out of my courtroom.
Oh, no one told me this was a requirement. There we go. Good. Clear. Quite impressive. Next, to match the print. Please offer us a sample so you can tell whose finger this print belongs to. That doesn't sound like as much fun as actually finding the print. Hi, Sif. How you doing? Okay, pick the person whose print you think this is. You probably have a good idea whose knife this is already. Who the hell are you? We haven't met you yet. We'll get to you later. Tip of tongue against the bottom teeth. The tongue. I've looked this up. I have tried. I can get close. Nope. Feels like I'm just embarrassing myself live on stream, which is fine. I do that every week. Nope. Alright, you know what? I'm getting closer, and that's something. Match found. So, the fingerprints do belong to the defendant. Yes, isn't it amazing? Ah, the power of science. It's my life. Hollow, she's sparkling. And I'm dimming. Look sharp, spirits up. The real fight is yet to come. The red undershirt? My dress? I feel like we haven't done this in a while. Why not? We'll go a little bit formal. There's a dress, hello. Why are the glasses not coming off? Oh, there they are. I was hitting the wrong button. That's why I went too far. There we go. Get up, Polly. I wasn't even started and I'm already losing. Yeah, I have a couple of things. Oh, I guess it's been a while since some people might not have seen these. I do have options for them and channel points, but we'll show them off a little bit. Objection. You never see the back? Okay, hold on. Let me... What button is it? Nope, that's moving. It's this one. It's this one. It's this one. Not this one. Where's the button? I know I can turn you around. How do I spin you right around? It's been a while. There we go. The back does have an opening, I will be honest. That's because I feel like people haven't seen this in a very long time. Ew. Thank you, thank you. It's always funny though when it hasn't happened in a while, but there was a time when this particular outfit. This is my date outfit right here. This is if we see a very pretty lady and we wish to go on a date. We appear. You never saw the full model? Interesting. Very interesting. Knife added to the court record. Yeah, I guess it doesn't really show the whole thing off all that often, I guess. A tier list of ace turning very pretty ladies. You expect it to come. Oh. Okay, you know what? Here's the thing. Once we finish this trilogy, I'll have played all of the main games and just not the ace. Because right now, top of the list are the two at the top of the list are Francisco von Karma and hold on, let me make sure I pronounce this name properly. He was in Great Ace Attorney. Madame Two Spells, right. Yes, no, loved her, loved the witch. All hail the French witch. The Miles Hedges game for a few more pretty ladies? Interesting. We'll add them to the list. They're on the list of things to be played. What's up, Sif? What you got? Oh, we got distracted, didn't we? Never seen this? Yeah, I guess. I really should mess with my model a little bit more, just because I have the options. I just don't. That being said, for this model at least, all 4 of these options are available as channel point redeems whenever you want. They last 5 minutes. Technically, it's only red, pink, and green. I got the 3. Nope, wrong one. That one, back to green. So, almost RGB. Yeah. Yeah, so we do have these as redeemed, so always remember that. And I believe the eyes also work on that model. The eyes also work on all the models except for my suit. And obviously the hoodie and the glasses will work for this one. Thank you for the junk mail. But yes, if you ever wish to alter my appearance a little bit, you can. Mess around, have fun with it. It's there for a reason. Speaking of which, we also have a new throwable for those who haven't noticed. You can't, you're saving up for the DDoS attack? Yeah, it hurt me. Thank you for the hydrate and for the hard eyes. Posture check, thank you. Ugh. I think someone hit us with a DDoS earlier. Who was it? Who hit us with it? Oh, I don't. Turnabout panties, thank you. Thank you for dropping by, Gary. We'll see you later. Enjoy dinner. We went on a tangent of my character model, which I'm perfectly alright with. I love this thing.
My friends are my power.
The report came in late last night, and the body was found much as you see it now. Except it was a real body. But why? Why was the body pulling a noodle stand? If I knew the answer to that, I wouldn't still be here. Well, what was the cause of death? A bullet wound to the temple. He was shot by a pistol. Pistol? Not the easiest thing to come by in this day and age. Unless you're a cop, or a gangster, or you live in America. Incidentally, the victim's name was Pal Maractus? Oh! Huh! Hmm! Huh! 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 Hmm. Interesting! I just received the autopsy report, in fact. I mean, really, what's up with this case? It's enough to make me want to run off, pulling a mysterious noodle stand behind me. Not so mysterious, actually. But we should tell her, Apollo. After all, we know where the stand came from. Unlikely story. I didn't come here to play games, you know. Actually, we do know where the noodle stand came from. Here's the thing. I don't know. I don't know if they ever say where the fuck they are. They never really give a city. Did you say LA in the first one? Oh. Interesting. The noodle stand's owner is this guy, Eldoon. Who's the old guy? That's the proprietor of Eldoon's Noodles, Mr. Eldoon himself. He's famous in this part of town. Not bad. I guess Mr. Wright picked the right kids for the job. Saved me a lot of work. Thanks. Well, what sort of person was the victim anyway? Speaking of which, I want to closer look on... Alright, nothing in there. Victim's name, Pal Maractus, age 46, male. Estimated time of death, June 14th, between 10:15 p.m. and 10:45 p.m. Cause of death, damage to brain resulting from bullet wound. Point of interest, entry point, right temple. Was there not an entry wound? An exit wound? Did it not come out? What do you mean the bullet entered his brain and didn't come out? That's kind of unusual, I feel like. Interesting. Huh? Look at this, Apollo. Mr. Eldoon spelled his name backwards on this side. I think that says noodle. As in Eldoon's Noodles? Huh. Oh, I get it. So the name of the store is the same whether you read it forward or backwards. I guess it would be. Well, except for the last S. Then how about a store called Team Meat? Team Meat, Team Meat, Team Meat. Close, but that would be Tame Mate backwards. And what kind of store is that? Like, a store that sells meat. It's not meat unless it's Team Meat. Anything else interesting? No? I mean, what did he do? He was a doctor. Yeah, that's what, well, I don't know. I guess when I imagine a shot to the head, regardless, it almost always has an exit wound. I'm starting to see a connection here. Who? Me? I'm just a supervisor for this crime scene. The Sky. Huh. I was out of the country for a while. I came back to be a forensic scientist. Ooh, were you studying abroad? I mean, we don't actually know her sexuality, so maybe. Something like that. I was studying in Europe. Forensic sciences, mind you. But when I got back here, they threw me in criminal affairs, just like that. Why didn't you just become a forensic expert in Europe? Well, I suppose that was an option, but I had a lot of favors to repay the people back here. Favors? Wasn't she in high school when she left? What? What's that look for? I was involved in an incident before I left. But Mr. Wright and his people helped me out. I owe them. Really? I had no idea. She's been out of the country for a while. She probably doesn't know about Mr. Wright's current, state of affairs. Could you tell us a bit about the defendant? He's the only son of the Kitaki family, yes? Baki Kitaki. I don't know if he's the boss's son, but he's certainly throwing his weight around. Violently, in the detention center. I see. Why was he arrested in the first place? You're a defense attorney, aren't you? You're not his, by any chance. Actually, yes, I am. Well, we have a witness to the moment of the crime. Ah, shit. Hell. The witness called the police. They'll be testifying during the trial tomorrow. What? Could you tell us a bit more about the victim? Well, let's see. Apparently he's the physician at a clinic in the area. Quite well off, too, from the sound of it. The clinic's name is Maractus Clinic. Maybe that's why the cop car was parked there? What? You've been to the clinic? Yeah, though on a related issue. I told the detective about the case of the stolen noodle stand. And the case of Phoenix Wright being hit by a car? Also important? I see. So that means Dr. Maractus stole the stand and pulled it all the way here? That would seem to be the case. But why? Oh, don't ask me. Mannequin is dressed up to look like a police officer. I've seen one at the station. Mannequin in place of a body. The body of the victim has already been removed. Do you think the victim was the noodle stand thief? Enjoy your dinner. What is your dinner? I hope it's good, whatever it is. What, you think someone killed him because he stole it? Yeah! Taking care of business, little plump Kentucky style. Try not to sound too eager about that, please. Got to be a good clue or two around here. You and your trash cans. Go ahead, knock yourself out. Can't you see I'm doing my... Huh? Look! Another pair of underwear? Wow, Apollo. You're a genius at finding panties. Stop saying that. Wait, these aren't... They're not mine. Could these have been stolen too? I have a feeling I know who those belong to. So, have you met the defendant? No. Visiting hours are almost over at the detention center. You might think about wrapping up here and heading over. Good idea. I don't know what good it'll do. We have a witness and a knife with print. Apollo, you're such a pessimist. First of all, a witness is bullshit. We know that from experience. Even in real life. Like, witnesses can be used, it can be important, but, like, they're not end-all anyways. Also, what does the knife have to do with anything? It proves that his knife was there. That he was maybe holding it. But, like, dude was killed with a gunshot wound, not a knife. Have I mentioned I've got a bad feeling about this? Don't worry, it's like a right tradition. Some traditions I can live without. The knife is sticking straight into the ground. With a defendant's fingerprints on it, which means you think he stuck it into the victim? I don't know what he did with it, but I don't like it. It does put him off the scene. That does not make him... But that doesn't necessarily mean that he's the one. Okay, Miss Kitaki. Miss Kitaki, I have your panties, I have your underwear. If you would like to have them returned. No? You're not done cleaning. Alright. I'm sorry, meeting hours for the day are all done. Oh, we still have 3 minutes! I'll put in your request, but don't expect anything. Oh, there's talking in the private room with them. Father? You mean like a priest? I mean the suspect's father. Mr. Winfred Big Wins Kitaki himself. not someone I care to meet.
Die, you!
You're the one on your way out, you old... Looks like they're having a little bit of an argument.
Oh, they're here.
Oh, hold on. I don't care about anything else. I love your apron. I love the little symbol. It's adorable. It's so cute. Please, do you have merch with this little fella on it? I will buy all of your plushies. Maybe some stickers. I'll take a t-shirt. It radiates power. Power with a cute apron? Voice.
Milwaukee's lawyer? Lawyer? That'll work.
Yes, sir.
Well, I'm Big Wins Kentucky, fourth head of the Kentucky family. Capiche?
Actually, I can speak to your son.
Mr. Justice,
Yes?
my son's innocent. He killed no one. If you were found guilty, it wouldn't be good. Capiche?
Yes! I'm all about capiching. Capished loud and clear.
You gotta do more than just understand to make it. You'll learn though, even if the lesson comes at the end of your short life.
I don't feel so good. That's a big idea, old man. You can't treat me like a kid no more. Not now. You have the little Naruto whiskers. Your hair looks like ears. You know what? I wanted to go to the clink. I like it here. You must be walking? A G's not a G till he does hard time. Wait, hold on. I need him to sound someone who's super lame, trying to be as gangster as possible. A G's not a G till he does some hard time. Bizoy! You'll see, when I get out of here, things will change.
Silence! My apologies, Mr. Justice. He's usually such a nice boy.
Oh, forgive me if I have a hard time believing that. A Naruto impression? Believe it! Alright. Yeah, I guess so. Something like... Actually, no, this voice actually kind of fits pretty well. It's not quite the same, but, you know, it's the first thing that came to mind. Ha! You can't take me under your wing this time, old man. You heard me? I don't need no trial. I did it!
I think that's enough for today, Mr. Justice. Don't let me down tomorrow.
It's been a while since I listened to Naruto. No, that's not... It's close enough. So much for talking to our client. We made so much progress today. We even found my panties. I had fun, at least. Of course, the biggest mystery of all remains. Am I supposed to build a case for the trial? Oh, almost forgot. It's time for my show. Time performing at the Wonder Bar. You should come check it out.
To be continued. In about 10 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, I remember Naruto's voice was something around here. I think it was a little bit rougher. I don't remember, though. Or at least I don't remember. I'd have to listen to it, but I think this is fine. What do y'all think? June 16th. Datebayo. Huh. Mr. Wright's not here today? He said his old foot injury was acting up. Oh, old injury? He was all smiles yesterday. Yes, he smiled when he said we'd be fine, as long as you're there, Trucy. Yes, fine. I'll be fine. Here comes justice. I started my voice training at 5 this morning. Ooh, do some now. I want to see. Or here. Huh? Oh, okay. My name is Apollo Justice, and I'm fine. It's a bit lower in tone with a bit of smart ass. That's fair. That sounds more like a self-mantra than voice training. Transmascapalo, Transmascapalo, Transmascapalo. Trudy, I need you to alter this color of that scarf a little bit, and then you'll be transfem Trucy. You got it? His old foot injury from when he fell off a bridge. Yeah. Yeah, that happened. It was a bit lower in tone with a touch of smartass. That's true. There was a bit of smartass in there. That's my Nindo. That's my Nindo. No. My ninja way. Eh. Good luck with this trial. It gets wild. Get some sleep, Ladivar. Thanks for having us. I haven't seen Apollo's abs yet. I have not. I don't know what you're referring to, but I'm interested to find out, I guess. Fine, I'm fine! You know what I'm saying? Ah, good morning. Yo, sup? Hit me with a guilty verdict, G. See if I care. You just hang loose and let things go with the flow. You know what I'm saying? Not really. Walkie, don't be running your mouth like that in here. See, that's the difference between me and you, old man. I ain't afraid of no cops. Real G's can't keep it real until they spend some hard time in the pen.
You have absolutely no idea what you're talking about.
Sounds like they've both been voice training too, Apollo. My worst fears realized. The trial's starting and I still haven't had a real talk with my client. Which is not how you want this to go. Gavin, friend, buddy, how you doing, Mr. Tall, dark, and blonde, and handsome, and tits out?
Court is now in session for the trial of Walkie Talkie.
The defense is ready, Your Honor. Okay, he's not tits out. He's got cleavage. He has his cleavage showing. He's a little bit slutty, as a treat. Ready to rock and roll, Judge. Ah, it's him! The guy from yesterday. He's a prosecutor? It's Mr. Gavin's brother.
Long time no see, Prosecutor Gavin. Were you taking a leave of absence?
You know that little band I started in my free time? Thing is, we got popular. I'd to say 9 to your fans when 3 of your singles go platinum, Ja.
I see. To be honest, I was a little concerned. I fear that you might still be distraught over that one trial.
Not to worry, Herr Judge. I wouldn't miss this day in court for the world. It's worth even more than VIP passes to one of my concerts, Ja. How can I pass up a chance to see the true strength of the little boy who bested my brother? Uh-oh. It was worth cancelling a show or two.
Understood.
Bested. Not blasted. Bested.
You may give your opening statements to the court.
Before that, I was thinking. Again, in this courtroom, not a bit serious.
It is a court of law.
There's no way to get the crowd jumping, Herr Judge.
They're not supposed to jump. This is a courtroom.
Achtung, baby. Today we play it my way. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. What's that noise? Sometimes you have to get on up and you have to get on up in order to get down to prosecute. Oh, this is crazy. I do like the music, it's very funny. I remember if I'm doing this right. The victim, Paul Maractus, director of the Maractus Clinic. The scene, People Park. He was found pulling a noodle stand.
What in the world was a doctor doing pulling a noodle stand?
Yes, I believe. You will only find that out by asking the defendant right here, right now. Because it's an undeniable truth that he shot the victim. What do you mean, undeniable? If you were to glare at anyone in the justice, glare at the punk in the defendant's chair. His crime was witnessed quite clearly, you see.
Very well. Please admit this witness to the court.
Oh no, he's a dork! Oh no, he's a dork! Oh no! I'm kind of endeared. I'm not supposed to be endeared to you, you slightly slutty asshole. Nein, not yet. First, there's a little matter to be cleaned up. Could you talk without the accompaniment? I swear I could see the guitar for a second.
What is it, Prosecutor Gavin?
The motive, Herr Judge. Why did the little punk do it? Why did he kill the director of the Maractus Clinic? I feel like I'm getting too much of fucking, what was his name in Greatest Attorney. Getting too much of that voice. To be fair, I don't remember what a German accent sounds like, and he definitely has one. He definitely has a German accent, I just can't remember exactly what one sounds like.
Objection!
Not so fast! The defendant doesn't have to explain that! Oh, but what did the defendant specifically request to do so? As he did this morning. I want to give a shout out to all my homies, I believe he said. Shout out to my homies? All the real ones, I guess?
What?
What is right? They always say that on stage you should hit the crowd with speed and ferocity. Sounds like you got you good, huh, Polly?
Well, this is highly unusual, but the court will now hear from the defendant concerning his motive in the crime.
Fucking asshole. This fucking guy. This fucking guy.
So, you, son of the defendant, Walkie, are you?
I ain't your son, old man. You step to a Kentucky, you best be prepared to step strong. You step to a public official, you best be prepared to step into jail. You gotta hand it to him. Walkie sure has guts. It's not his guts I'm worried about.
Well, then the court will now hear testimony on the defendant's motive. From the defendant himself.
Ah, shit. I'll tell you one thing, that doctor was a quacker. Someone had to show him what's what. I was in his clinic about half a year ago. He messed up my hop something bad. And he just lets me go without a word. See you later. Bye. So I gotta go in, get another doctor to patch me up again. That was the day I done figured it out. No OG's gonna let that pass. That's why I went to his pad that night. Know what I'm saying?
You're saying you are one of the victim's patients?
Why does he look like a Finnegan? Because Fox theming, and it's adorable. Look at this little guy.
He couldn't hurt anyone. Oh, isn't that right, buddy?
Isn't that right, buddy? A lot of stuff goes down when you're keeping it real on the street. True dat. I tell you one thing, that doc was whack.
Very well. The defense may begin the cross-examination.
I can't believe this is the first time I'm hearing about all of this. That dude's a quack. He messed up my op and got me all out of whack. You know what I did? I found him and I gave him a smack. I ran out of rhymes, so I just went back home.
Hold it!
First of all, the word you're looking for is quack. And isn't that a little harsh? He is your family doctor. Who asked you, Pony Locks? Just who do you think you are? Your lawyer? Look, I ain't trying to hear that. He was a quacker, plain and simple. Someone had to show him what's what. By someone, you mean... Was there anyone with the score to settle with this doctor? Besides you, I mean. You better ask somebody else, Holmes. What do I care? I made up my own mind and did what had to be done. Straight gangsta style. You hearing me? For real, G, stop patting my head. Damn it, actually, it feels a little nice. A little bit more to the right. No, listen, stop patting. Damn it.
But why were you so mad at this doctor? Yo, sit back and listen while I drop it, J-Man. I'm pretty sure he's Japanese. Like, regardless of whether or not it's they say it's Japan or LA or whatever, like, the characters are Japanese. It's usually.
Hold it!
So you were a patient at the Maractus Clinic half a year ago? For what reason? I had what you might call a mark of honor. Well, can you explain precisely what was wrong? We had a little run-in with the Rivales family, and when I pulled a jack move, I ran into an ambush. She busted a cap right in me. According to my sources, you couldn't stand the stress of waiting, and ran in 15 minutes before the appointed time, by yourself. Hey, I was more than a match for those guys.
So you were carried to Maractus Clinic from there?
Apparently, he was shot in the heart. And he lived? Shot in the heart, and he's to blame? Boy, someone does love a bad name. I can catch bullets between my teeth, but I never learned how to catch them with my heart. The bullet stopped just short of my thumper, you know what I'm saying? Stopped right in the ribs. You know, because there's a lot of bones right there. Your heart's actually not quite off to the left. There's a lot of ribs right in front of it. It's kind of hard to shoot. There's like a really small gap there between the ribs to get to your heart. But you know, broke some ribs, but we're fine. You know what I'm saying? I've been golden if it weren't for that whack doc. Can't even take out a stupid bullet.
So, as you say, the surgery was a failure.
That ain't all of it, Holmes.
Hold it!
What do you mean he just let you go without a word? What do you think it means? It's whack, that's what.
I'm not sure what that means, but it sounds bad. It sounds as though her doctor wished to hide this mistake. This is why he let the defendant go.
He's a liar, straight up. He's a badder G than me. Well, yeah, I feel like a lot of people are.
Hold it!
So, this bullet is still... You know it? I can still feel it. Right there in my chest, pressing up against my heart.
Your words are like a bullet shot straight into my heart. Where are you, Iron Man? Or something to that effect. Incidentally, that's from one of our hit singles.
Oh god, you're gonna be one of those assholes. Okay.
Well, that sounds like a straightforward case of malpractice.
What, J-Man? Well, no accident, that's for shizzle. I know I kind of dropped the Naruto impression thing, but boy, it's kind of hard not to when he's talking like this.
It seems that there are issues with this doctor.
Man, putting him down was like doing the world a favor. Bucky, please, console your lawyer before saying things like that. Chin up, Apollo. Back straight.
But why did this mistake only come to light that day?
It was found during the family health checkup. The family health checkup? That was the wackest thing of all. All the G's lining up, taking eye exams and all that. Better to die young than fade away, bizarre! Bizarre! I don't know how to do that one. Oh, they are down there? No.
A relief to hear.
Eh? What a relief.
Oh, did your father not tell you? That bullet you carry so close to your heart, is not attended to immediately.
Oh, I didn't notice that joke. Malpractice. I get it. Malpractice. Malpractice. I didn't. Thank you, Gary. I didn't notice that. The names are always great. I'm just terrible at noticing them sometimes. Practice. Fucking God. I hate.
It could kill you.
What?
Yes, Dr. Maractus had knowledge concerning this ticking time bomb in you. Knowledge that could have saved your life.
No way. That's whacked.
Well, there is proof. Your checkup report. How ironic that you would kill the one man capable of helping you. Metallic Argent, or... Uh-oh. You're almost as careless as he was. Man is dying, I don't know if this is... Well, now that the place is hopping, let's get this gig started. Started? We've had enough of a warm-up act, yeah? Time to hear from the witness. Walkie sure is quiet all of a sudden. I'm a little uneasy myself. Is this Gavin's strategy?
Who the hell are you?
So, you will tell us your name and occupations. My name is Wesley Stickler.
Alright, he's a stickler. Got it.
By occupation, I take you refer to some profit society at large as opposed to livelihood, under which definition I must confess to being unemployed. However, we must acknowledge the meaning of identity, which is commonly attached to this notion of occupation, and once we have accepted this reality, we see that our confusion is not gestalt per se, but arises instead from the vagueness inherent in all representations of thought. By which he was to say that he is a student. A junior at Ivy University, if I'm not mistaken.
I guess this is a little bit of America.
Yes, in the Department of Science and Engineering. Filled with curiosity for all things, I spend my days in pursuit of truth, honing my... Stickler, please direct your said curiosity to the case at hand today.
Very well, Mr. Stickler. Please testify to the court about what you saw on the night of the crime.
You ask, quite simplistically, what I saw, however, now understanding that Homo sapiens plus 2i, design is designed to receive and interpret data, seeing emphasis to the former signalis.
Thank you for shutting him up. Does anyone have, like, way to shut him up and only talk when we need him to?
Well, that night, I passed through the park on my way home from shopping, when I saw them. One man pulling a stand, another man facing him. I saw them quite clearly. The man facing the victim was the defendant. In his hand he held, yes, a pistol. It was pointed at the man pulling the stand.
I'm gonna be real with you, Chief. I don't think that's right.
Pointed at the man pulling the stand. A shot! The bullet hit the man pulling the stand from the front, square in the forehead.
Also incorrect. This is why witness testimony is bullshit. Entry point, right temple. In other words, he died in front of Walkie, not from him. Hey, dude, I've got, like, multiple things.
Was there anyone else in the park at that time? I can say with 100% accuracy. There was not.
Why did my brain just say Benedict Cumberbatch? Or Rubber Stunned, however we want to say it.
The pistol witness refers to is this. The court accepts this in evidence.
2 rounds were fired. Wait. 2 rounds were fired, but we only heard 1 shot.
Very well, Mr. Justice. You may cross-examine the witness.
Yes, Your Honor.
Trucy, why are you staring like that at the witness? That man. I can't help but feel I've seen him somewhere before.
Have we? I don't know this. Who do we know this man? I don't know this man. In what way do we know this man? Anyways, I'm just gonna skip straight to... Well, no, I can press you a little bit. Like, I already know what part of you to fucking call BS on, but... Are you sure the pistol you saw is the same one as the one... Oh, wait, hold on. I want to look at this. It says 2 shots were fired, but so far no one's talked about a second gunshot. And there's only 1 gunshot wound. And it won't let me investigate. Is there truly nothing to see here? Not.
Am I sure? Surely, you jest. Or so a common witness would be tempted to say.
Huh?
Yet I am no common witness. not only events as they are, but the logical structure governing these events. First, we must consider the fact that it was night in the park, which indeed restricted my field of vision due to the insufficient levels of illumination. Now, if we consider that the pistol, let's call Object A, was indeed shrouded in darkness, it becomes difficult to say, but certainly that Object A was indeed Object A. I think he means you couldn't see it that clearly. My badge for a normal witness? I'm sorry, buddy, this is an Ace Attorney game. Those don't exist. There is literally no such thing as a normal witness in Ace Attorney. You're just a little bit fucked. Yet the fact that a pistol was fired before my eyes is indisputable. I can still see it when I close my eyes. The defendant raised his weapon. Hi, excuse me?
Objection!
Objection? Objection! Phew, and that's all of it. I think I have a chance. Is that you relaxing, I see, Herr Justice? Huh? Oh! Objection! Once is quite enough, Mr. Justice. Paulo, pace yourself. This trial's not over yet. Right! Look at this. The autopsy report? Is there a problem with the autopsy report? Right, problem. Yes! The problem is the location of the entry wound. The location? You testified that the killer shot the victim square in the forehead, did you not? Oh, I have already determined your angle of inquiry. Allow me to explain. It is quite simple, really. First, understand that when I say squared, I speak not of geometrical absolute. What do I mean by this? For example, the direct deflection of a meter is 1.6 to the wavelength of the light emitted by a krypton particle, as we all know. In addition, it is a well-known fact that krypton particles are rare and invisible to the naked eye, which points to a basic fallacy in your line of reasoning, namely, that when... Also, we're forgetting about Superman. Anyways, I had to make that joke. Mr. Justice. Yes? Was your objection to these, krypton particle thingies? This is the big time, and you're obsessed with something so small. You disappoint me. No! I'm obsessed with something big! I mean, there's a bigger, less nitpicky problem here. Do tell. Just look at the autopsy report. The location of the entry wound was... the right temple! Temple? Mr. Stickler, you said quite clearly that the victim was shot square in the forehead. That's a contradiction! Is it? Is, right? Oh, finally! Is justice. Oh, Herr Justice. Yes? Your tactics are outdated. Trying to shake the witness by objecting to trifle. This isn't exactly what I would call a trifle. As it good, that should be an insult. I'll be honest, I don't like the Big Bang Theory. At all. Surely you haven't forgotten the fatal wound your master suffered 7 years ago? Phoenix Wright, was it? Look, I know the wound was in the wrong place according to this testimony. Hey, her forehead. Forehead? Alright, you're getting kicked out of the polycule that's still in the process of being formed. Well, just imagine you are walking through the park. You see two men facing each other, one with a pistol trained on the other. What would you do with her forehead? Well, I guess I would try to stop them. I'd probably shout, "Stop!" And you, Fräulein? Me? Well, I'd probably scream. And you, Herr Sticker? What did you shout, I wonder? If the victim turned his head at the last moment. But also, that's still the testimony's wrong. That's still kind of important. Ah, yes. Thank you for jogging my memory of a thing that happened 2 nights ago. And of also, this feels like leading the witness. Now I ain't no fancy lawyer. This feels a little bit like leading. A little bit of giving him the answer. It sounds like an addendum to the testimony is required. As soon as the killer raised his pistol, I took action. Cease this at once, you two, I cried, with composure, of course. The victim turned in the direction of my voice, and a shot rang out. Whereupon our cowardly killer and the defendant appeared to have become frightened. Tossing the pistol aside, he fled from the scene.
Yeah, pistol. He was frightened because the gunshot happened and he didn't have a gun.
I see. So you attempted to stop the crime.
I mean, yes, I need help from remembering stuff from this morning. But again, that's kind of a big deal. Between it was shot square in the forehead versus, oh, yes, I'm sorry, it was actually in the temple. Don't worry. Indeed. With composure. Well, maybe the criminal wouldn't have fired if he hadn't shouted like that. That doesn't really matter now, unfortunately. Let's just consider this new testimony, shall we? Observe the diagram, if you will. The witness, Mr. Sticker, was it? Stood here. He shouted, "Oh, stop, please," or something of this nature. And the victim responded by looking in the witness's direction. If the killer would have fired at just that moment, as we can see, the bullet would have struck the right temple, as in the report.
That does seem to be the case.
I feel like my accent is way off. I know it is. Witness the power of a junior in Ivy University's Department of Science.
Very well, Mr. Justice. You may cross-examine the witness once again. While I sit here and stroke my magnificent beard.
Oh, and that's when they took away my medical license. Something like that, but I needed to be a little bit more so, you know, maybe I was a bit close. Also, it's been a while since I heard the medic. And yes, that was from Meet the Medic video. I don't know why that. Oh, clear to me. Did you hear the gunshot at the same time as the victim turned? Indeed, I would say about the same time to be precise. The victim didn't ask you for help? It can be said that he didn't have time to ask. He didn't even have time to take a single step. I'm totally sure that the killer fired because Mr. Stickler startled him. Don't say that too loud, Trissy, please. Anyways. Tossing the pistol aside, he fled from the scene. Here we go, I need this. You didn't try to apprehend the criminal? All happened so fast, I'm afraid I hadn't the time. Doesn't something about that strike you as odd, Apollo? What? The killer was in a hurry, right? He fired the pistol and tossed it right away. According to the testimony, that's what happened, yes. In that case, I'd expect to find something that we didn't find. Something? Find what? I like that contradiction. Kinda sad to see it go. Not as sad as I feel. What do we do now? This testimony's getting a little clearer. Maybe I can find something to use in this new testimony. Here, then why? Okay, I want to know this. Oh, the music's still going. Shit. I fucked up. Damn it. Alright, look, I tried. I tried, and therefore no one can criticize me. Fled from the scene. At the crime scene, fingerprints. Oh! Oh! His fingerprints! We would have seen his fingerprints.
Objection!
If he fired and then tossed it immediately, his fingerprints would still be on there. Wait a second. Just another misleading request. You're just so beholden to your own mode of discourse, you can't see how it affects you. Hey, I'm doing my job here. It would be nice if y'all motherfuckers would stop being mad at me for doing my job. Come again? Wait a second, you say? A second? I intended to wait just that. A single second. 1/60th of a minute. That's hardly enough time to draw a breath, let alone make a statement in court. Now, had you asked for a longer period of time, say 3 minutes 35 seconds, then Mr. Justice. Hi, Monica. Welcome, welcome. Yes, Your Honor?
Am I to understand you are objecting to the length of a second?
Yes, I mean, no. Here, just look at the pistol. It doesn't have a single fingerprint on it.
Objection!
Not a single fingerprint. Exactly, we're raising an objection right now. A common ploy made all the more common, I fear, by the
Prevalence of television. Criminals these days are low to leave fingerprints.
Wait! You said the killer tossed the gun and ran! That's right! He didn't have time to wipe the gun for prints!
Ah, the little girl is sticking it to the university student. There's a song in there.
I'm not little, I'm 15.
Let's think like adults, shall we, Fräulein?
Eh?
What if the killer, the defendant, was wearing gloves?
I didn't think of that, Apollo.
Well, Mr. Justice,
Could the killer have been wearing gloves? Let me look at the court record. No! Because of the knife! He could not! Ha-ha! The record of the murder weapon is very clear about one thing. The fingerprints were white, which means some trace of prints remained. Which contradicts your testimony. If everything happened as you say it did, he wouldn't have had time to wipe the pistol. No, hold on! I have evidence! Let me show my evidence!
well, that may be, but it does not change what I saw. The killer, the defendant, he threw down the murderous weapon from his hand and fled. And this pistol was found at the scene of the crime, strongly suggesting that this was the weapon he disposed of. That sounds solid to me. Well, Herr Forehead, any of your precious objections?
Yes! Yes, I have one! I do in fact. What gives, Apollo? Let's see that voice training go to work. No, I've only recently realized something. No matter how much you train your voice, it doesn't matter if you have nothing to say. What do you mean, nothing to say? Isn't it obvious from what the witness just said? Huh? Isn't what obvious? When he restated what he saw just now, he said he saw Maki drop a murderous weapon. That's not the same as being 100% sure of what Maki threw away. You're right. He's just confused because a pistol was found at the scene. And this is why witnesses are used, but are not the 100% credible source. The mind is a tricky thing. They're like, oh, the murder weapon was a pistol? Well, I saw this guy and he had something that I thought was a weapon. It must have been the pistol, even though it was a knife. Poor Mr. Stickler. It must be hard to be so perfect and yet so wrong.
Well, it can be said that I'm quite offended. Well, it is indeed true that once in my youth I wrote a love letter in my own blood that was seized by the teacher and posted on the blackboard for all to see. For this apparent...
I'm sorry, I'm stuck. Your own blood? Dude, what now?
What we can say for certain is that the witness saw the killer throw something. Does the defense have anything to say about this?
Well, if what he threw wasn't a pistol, then it had to be something else.
At least one person on the defense team seems to be thinking.
I'll wipe that smile off your pretty face, Gavin. Your beautiful, chiseled, perfectly tanned, unless that's your real skin, in which case still perfectly tan-colored face. Polly, are you flirting with him on the bench? I learned it from watching Phoenix and Miles and Mr. Edgeworth.
Perhaps you can inform the court as to the nature of this something else. What did the killer throw away before fleeing the scene?
Man,
is that a sword? I saw one of those on the late-night movie last night.
right, the sleep-deprived judge. Sleep-deprived judge, there we go. I forgot Apollo's voice for a second. This knife was found at the scene of the crime, with the defendant's prints on it. Look, ya boy, full disclosure, all the case attorney games are like that. You, the attorney, you're good. You're very good. But boy, without your assistant, you wouldn't fucked immediately. The knife was found at the scene of the crime, with the defendant's prints on it.
His prints?
This single piece of evidence proves two important things. One, that what the defendant threw down wasn't a pistol. Two, that the defendant wasn't wearing gloves.
Indeed. Oh, Herr Forehead, you're forgetting two other things you've just proven.
Huh?
One, that the man the witness saw was the man the witness saw was the defendant, Mr. Walkie-Talkie. And two, that the defendant was holding a knife with the intent of harming the victim.
We're not here about intent to murder or intent to threaten. We are here about an actual murder, and that happened. It doesn't matter that he was planning to kill him, because he didn't. You can't arrest him for that, I think. You certainly can't charge him for this particular crime right here. Oh!
Indeed.
Never underestimate a Gavin is the lesson here.
This court is of the opinion that all witnesses fond of making assumptions. In that light, I believe it would behoove us to hear about what really occurred. With less assuming, please.
It is always the same with you people. Mark left the house on foot, and 5 minutes later, his brother left after him. How long would it take for Mark's brother to catch up to him? It depends on when Mark stops. Usually holding Apollo's hand through trials annoys you, and for that you'll say the Apollo gesture escalates in quality? To assume is what he does. He hypothesizes. Assuming that Mark never had to stop for a traffic light, then it would just be whenever it'd be 5 minutes after Mark got to wherever he was going, because he would never catch up. Assuming, yes. That's what I said. Assuming. As if that were a probable situation at all. And here you are, assuming that my assumption is no better.
What this court assumes is that the witness will testify as to what happened after the shot was fired.
Witness testimony. From shot to call. I could not prevent the killer wrong, I was thinking of Gavin Jackson or something. I could not prevent the killer from leaving the scene, nor could I simply leave the scene in good conscience. Ergo, I used my cell phone to call police. Until the police arrived at the scene 10 minutes later, I saw no one else. Yeah, but also, it's a gun. People can fire from a distance. From a distance. Why didn't she chase the killer? He was, as you say, a killer. Of course, I could have run him down, yet what would he have done when cornered? Sadly, it takes more than an aptitude for solving quadratic equations to know that. Did the testimony earlier not prove the defendant's presence at the scene? Presence? Nothing else. That's all it proved. And do we not also now know that there was no one else there? Well, hey, it was dark. He didn't see anyone doesn't mean that there was no one there, motherfucker. It seems clear that we have our killer, does it not? You are a presumptuous prosecutor. To be fair, all the prosecutors in these games are. Fuck them all. Through every single prosecutor in these games. A few of them you can screw in the fun way, but all of them you can screw in the FU way, in the you suck way. All of them suck. But still. Well, actually, I feel like there were a couple that were probably better. Me just fangirling over Francisco von Karma regardless. What was I doing? I got distracted.
Does it not, Mr. Justice?
I better find a way to take this testimony down quick. Use your own words from before against you. I'm glad that you've noticed. Before anyone goes to look it up, Francisco von Karma, the whip has nothing to do with it. The whip has nothing to do with it, I promise.
Hold it!
Which way did the killer run? By that time, it was clear the killer had noticed me, and naturally he ran in the opposite direction. Now he ran in the opposite direction from the Kitaki mansion. Achtung! Don't even think about pointing out what he was going away from his home. All he had to do was loop back once he was out of sight. Ugh. How did he know that's where I was going?
Hold it!
Wasn't your first thought to call an ambulance? It can be said that I have dabbled in medicine. The injury I witnessed, namely a single shot to the head, tends to result in death. Not always, but usually. Ergo, there was no need for me to call an ambulance. Oh, a perfect syllogism. Sir, I like to consider myself a decently intelligent individual. Can you dumb it down for me a little bit? A proof in 3 parts. Exquisite. Simply exquisite. God, I do not want to go back to geometry and do proofs. I don't like it. Those were annoying. Go away. Actually looks like he's going to cry. 10 minutes later, I saw no one else. Can you tell us in detail about those 10 minutes? I stood in a state of heightened awareness. Anything could happen at any moment. Anyone could appear from any direction. Is that all? No one came. Nothing happened at all. I saw it all, which is to say, I saw nothing. Okay, I have a question that no one seemed to answer yet. Where was the gun found? Like, they said it was found at the crime scene, but where?
It was late at night. It's not odd to think there would be few people around in the park.
We just stood there watching? Not much to go on there. You see, if you've got something to say, by all means, say it. This witness is way too self-assured. There's got to be a weakness somewhere in this testimony.
Hold it!
You are certainly composed for someone who had just witnessed a killing. If one is to devote one's life to the pursuit of science, one must never flinch at the sight of a little blood. Nor be so moved by a chemical discovery that one drops one's flask upon the lab room floor. Ooh, cool answer. Very cool. Something strange about how he acted. Oh, she has something to say. Ugh, I can't find a single problem with that testimony.
Not enough at last, forehead.
Maybe it's time to back off a bit? The defense still has some questions that demand answers, Your Honor.
Your opinion, Prosecutor Gavin?
The caterpillar from Bug's Life? Boysenberry.
Oh, let him play attorney until he's satisfied. Well, what? Satisfied, I say. I would amuse myself by composing my next smash hit in my head. Very well. You may continue with the cross-examination.
I feel like that was a good time for me to actually... I feel like I do need to give up, because I don't have anything to technically disprove him. Sometimes you just have to drop it.
Some of us has glamorous careers we'd like to get back to this month, Herr Forehead.
I don't have enough to put Walkie away yet. Should I go back off for now? There's nothing fishy about that testimony at all.
It appears there are no objections to the witness's current testimony.
There are any number of ways to explain the lack of prints on the pistol, I assure you.
Perhaps the procurator really was wearing gloves which wiped the previous user's prints off. Then after the deed was done, this fell out of his pocket as he was throwing the gun away.
It fell out of his pocket and landed deeply inside. Okay.
A mistake befitting of a small-time punk, in my opinion.
No. No! That's also not proof.
It seems we've come to the end of the line here.
No, that can't be all.
How unfortunate. It seems as you weren't cut out to stand on the same stage as me. Were you, Herr Forehead? I believe this brings the cross-examination to a close. This court will now declare a verdict for the defendant, Walkie Kitaki.
Who screamed? Excuse me? Hello? Trucy?
Nobody move. What's the meaning of this? Who are you? How did you... Bailiff, how does he get here with that knife? There'll be no verdict in this court. Not yet.
Wait, are you one of the Kitakis?
The Kitakis? You mean the notorious gangsters? If you don't want to see me give the pretty little girl a new smile, do as I say. Adjourn the court for 20 minutes. What? This court will not bow to pressure from the likes of... El Judge. It is a point in further aggravating this gentleman. Recess. 20 minutes, or I promise you, you'll regret it.
How did you get... Wait! How did you disappear so fast? I have questions for Trucy, the magician. And her father, who's not here. And then the defendant lobby, Apollo. Called it! What the fuck?
Where have I heard that name? I suppose I have no choice but to adjourn for a 20-minute recess. Bailiff, catch that mysterious man.
The mysterious man who is most likely, the one, the only Phoenix, right? Threatening his own daughter? Falsely? Like, not for reals? Save complete. Continue to the next chapter. June 16th, 11:17 a.m. District Court. Defendant lobby number 2. Trucy! Trucy! You move quick, Apollo. Good show, good show. Trucy! You're okay! I thought... I thought you... Don't cry, Apollo! Those good-for-nothing gangsters! Oh, there are some things you just don't do! I'm pressing charges. Wait, just calm down, Apollo. Or else... Ah! What the heck is that? Surprise! There's one of my best tricks. The amazing Mr. Hat. That's fucking amazing. I love this kid. This is the best. You are now my favorite assistant. Of all the assistants we've had, you are now my favorite. 110%. The absolute fucking best. This explains why you didn't have your hat on in that little image. Also, aren't the bailiffs like? Aren't there like guards right there watching us? Oh, 100% illegal. Okay, first of all, she's 15. She's not a lawyer. Don't ask me why she's here. She's not a lawyer. She's just a magician. She's just here for fun. She's not even technically my assistant. She might technically be my assistant. I don't know.
You look marvelous, darling.
He's a big hit on stage at the Wonder Bar.
Yes, I am a big hit. Ha ha ha.
Well, what do you think? Do you like it? Oh, that's fair. We wait. To be fair, we didn't know what was happening. However, there are 2 guards here who are watching this whole exchange happen. You mean you... Trucy! Oh, there are some things you just don't do. I'm pressing charges! Apollo, now is not the time to be threatening me. It's you who's being threatened here. Huh? Remember you said to Waki's father yesterday? You promised you'd save his son. But that testimony was rock solid. Well, what are you suggesting I do? Falsify evidence like we did in the first trial? Look, once the judge declares a verdict, it's all over. If I can use my talent to stop that from happening, I will. No more stage abductions, please. I'm not talking about magic, Apollo. I know when the witness isn't confident. I can perceive what he's feeling. It might not mean anything, but it's all we've got. Okay. Wait, this is the same thing that Phoenix said that Apollo can do. What he's feeling? Think back, Apollo. Think back to the times when there was a contradiction in his testimony. All the time. All the times there was a contradiction? Actually, I don't remember. Okay, this is basically telling me that I need to pay more attention. I don't remember them exactly. Good thing I do. There were 2 times when he made statements he wasn't confident in, and each time there was a contradiction. He hesitated. Oh, he was flipping through his book. Said the man tossed aside a pistol, but it turned out he wasn't sure, and sure enough, there was a contradiction. That's true, but how does it help us? Didn't you notice anything? Whenever he made a statement he wasn't confident in, he displayed a certain habit. See it? The very moment he said the word pistol, his fingers got all tense and he fiddled with the corner of a page in his book. How am I supposed to see that? Well, I could see it. How else do you think Daddy went 7 years without losing a game of poker? What? I always sat next to Daddy during big matches. I could see what his opponents were feeling. You mean that's how Mr. Wright won all those games? It's not cheating, officially. I wasn't looking at their hands or anything. And I wasn't there all the time, either. Daddy's quite good at poker, after all. But not good enough to go undefeated that long. Great! So we cheated! What does that do for us? Didn't you hear her? He's not a cheater. He used a tactical advantage. I don't believe this. You have to listen to his testimony one more time. No, scratch that. You have to watch his testimony. Perceive the truth. I'm sorry I hit the mic. Oops, I'm sorry. My apologies. Watch a testimony? Perceive the truth? The only thing I'm perceiving is that I'm going to lose. Not true. Daddy said so. He said you have the power, Apollo. Mr. Wright said that? Watch the testimony. Perceive his true feelings. Is she serious? Time's up. Sorry, I can't think of any other way out of this one, Apollo. What was that she said before the trial started? Mr. Wright's not here today. He said his old foot injury was acting up. He smiled when he said we'd be fine as long as you're there. Is this what he meant by us being fine? Well, methods aside, she did avoid one guilty verdict already today. In a potentially illegal way. Well, okay. Technically speaking, I guess, the illegal thing she did was interfering with court procedures. That is technically illegal. Everything else that wasn't really illegal. Because she, no one was actually threatened, there was no danger to anyone, and it was herself. So, yeah, I guess the only illegal thing was... What's it called? Contempt of court? Sort of? Let me show this court what I'm made of. Get ready for justice! Let's do it. Apollo? You know, I'm starting to think I can do this. I knew you could do it all along. Oh, one more thing. Try to cover for Mr. Hat as best you can.
I just flew in from the coast, and boy, are my arms tired.
Right. Okay, so first things first, was not the Kitakis, my mistake. Second of all, yeah, there was some weirdo in a hat, and he was all cloaked up, couldn't see him. After we got to after you called in, after we got to the defendant's lobby, you know, he fucking bolted, he ran. Don't know where he went. I was making sure that Trucy was okay. She's had to calm her down, spent all 20 minutes, like, making sure she wasn't crying, and like everything, we're good, everything's fine, don't worry. Look at how scared she is.
Court is now back in session.
Right, we're fine.
Ahem. I'd like to say to you, the young girl standing next to you, Mr. Justice.
Oh, you mean me?
Don't you have anything to report? Anything concerning the mysterious phantom in the silk top hat?
Uh-oh. Mr. Judge, I thought you were supposed to be stupid. Ah, right, him. Oh, don't worry about him. I settled that.
You settled that?
Yes, it was a out-of-court settlement. Right.
Perhaps Fräulein would have us believe it was nothing more than a passing dream. A fantastic illusion. Now you see it, now you don't. Am I right?
Oh, he definitely knows what the fuck happened. To be fair, he seemed super calm from the start. I think he's on to me. I wish it would stop being so cool. Okay, Apollo, your gay ass is just so obvious. Apollo, stop being gay for the prosecutor right now. You can be gay for him later, outside of court. Don't flirt in the middle of the trial. Phoenix, to be fair, Phoenix was flirting with a childhood friend. So, slight difference. Sexual disasters? Yeah.
Let us disperse with these niceties and get straight to the matter. What are your plans for our gifted witness?
Right. Now the defense would like to request another cross-examination. Because I forgot to ask something.
There was no issue with the witness's previous testimony.
He gets gayer at Ace Apollo 5? Good. That's not a spoiler. That's just the logic. To be fair, Phoenix also got gayer as time went on. And so did Ryunosuke. Guess what? What's up? Guess what? Chicken butt? I don't know. What's up? Hold on, false alarm? What do you mean false alarm? What was the false alarm? Now I'm curious. Now you have to tell me. No. Now you have to now I want to know.
This court will not permit stalling for time.
Understood, Your Honor. Find out when it's time? Fine. I'll find out when it's time. Don't forget, Apollo. Speaking of time, we only have a few minutes left. When he's unsure about something, he has a habit of fiddling with his book. We're gonna go a little bit longer. We'll probably get through this particular section.
I cannot prevent the killer from... Okay.
Here. I use that. He's fiddling with the corner. He called him on his phone. Cell phone? This cell phone? You didn't have a cell phone on you. Because it's right here. I'm not sure I'm qualified to watch testimonies after all. Focus, Apollo. Find his weak spot. Focus. Oh, if only it were that easy. My ears hear what he says. My eyes see his expression. Do I have to do something more? What lessons do I have? You have to see his whole... Don't look at his face. Look at everything. Observe the body language. Ooh, excuse me. What's this? My bracelet? What's happening to your bracelet? What's going on? My bracelet feels different somehow. I think Daddy was right. You can see it, can't you, Apollo? You're almost there. Find the weak spot in his testimony. I know this sounds crazy. My bracelet is trying to tell me something. It's not crazy. In the first trilogy, Phoenix had a magnetoma that he would look through, and it would show him the locks of people's hearts. Magic. So, you know, this is kind of par for the course. I know it's wrong. He doesn't have a cell phone.
Hold it!
Or he doesn't have it on him. So, you called immediately after witnessing the murder?
The police undoubtedly have a record of the call. Why not check with them?
Wait, Apollo! This has to be it! Wait, you mean his habit? We're about to call it. Don't worry. I got you, Beast. The only time he even had the book open was here. Which means this is the place to look for that habit. I don't know how I know, but I know. Know what? The bracelet. It's different somehow. I feel it reacting to something about the witness. Your bracelet? I'm not sure I get this focus stuff you're talking about, Trucy, but I have a feeling that trusting my bracelet is the way to go. Okay, look, putting that up there would make a lot more sense on a 3DS where there are two screens and I can tap it, but this is fine. I need to tap my bracelet with X as it reacts to the testimony. What's going on? I can see the witness's face, his expression so clearly. It's filling my mind. I can see nothing else, hear nothing else. Apollo? Trucy? What's happening to me? This is what I meant by focusing. Focusing. In this state, you can see everything, Apollo. Everything the witness does. Oh, that's great, but this is kind of freaking me out. Just look for Mr. Stickler's twitch, his habit. You remember it, right? Sure. When he says something he's not sure of, he fiddles with the page of his book. You got it. Right now, you're looking at the witness's face. And your eyes are sort of bugging out. I'll bet they are. First, move your focus of attention down to Mr. Stickler's hand. His hand. You know what to look for now, but you have to be looking at the right place. She's right. I can only see his face like this. I'm trying changing my viewpoint. Perfect. Now you're really ready. Ready for what? Ready to receive the truth behind the Twitch. You're looking at the Twitch chat. Receive? Try listening to the witness to talk as you focus, then watch for his habit. Right, you mean when he fiddles with the page? That's right! That's your signal to look closer, to perceive with X. Find his weak spot, and I guarantee you'll be able to give him the royal flush. Spoken like a true pokerhead's daughter. I'm a magician, thank you very much. You'll have to pay attention to his words and his fingers. Don't worry if you miss it, you can always try again. Right. Look out, nervous Twitch. Here comes justice!
Gotcha!
Use my cell phone to call the police. Boy, this is weird. But on par for the course. I saw it! Just now! I could see it!
Mr. Justice, do you have something to say?
Oh, this banging desk. It's quite bad for my circulation, you know. Mr. Stickler, allow me to ask you a simple question. Why did you fiddle with the page of your book just now? The very moment you mentioned your cell phone? What are you talking about? I'm curious now about the cell phone of yours. Mind if I ask a few questions? What to ask? Mr. Stickler, please show me your cell phone. Why? Whatever for? Show me and you'll find out. Well, I can't. I don't have it, you see?
You don't have it?
Mr. Stickler, is this your cell phone?
Where did you get that?
That's the phone from yesterday. Here's the thing! The phone pocket watch, the watch on the phone is broken at 9:30. Before the murder. How strange, Mr. Stickler. Can you explain why your cell phone is sitting here in my hand at this very moment?
Oh, wait a minute. What is the meaning of this?
The cell phone was found yesterday in the Miraculous Clinic garage.
I'm in danger.
Hi, Maya. Welcome back.
Surprise, motherfucker!
Why, that's where the victim lived.
Maya out here just playing a bunch of sound. Thank you for the bonk and the surprise and everything else and the hydrate. And I assume a posture check is coming.
That's impossible.
What? Paradise. Ah! DDoS! 1 second. There's a lot happening all at once here,
Worthless
y'all.
consumer models.
Thank you for the DDoS. Oh, I get it.
Worthless consumer models.
Games.
Thank you. Okay, now I understand. I understand what happened now. Oh, the glass didn't come off. Hold on. There we go. That put a smile on your face? Thank you. Or, you're welcome. Thank you. Thank you for beating me up. Wait, hold on. How do I... Refresh. Ow. I feel like I'm getting several concussions. Did anyone else get concussions? Oh god, what's Sephiroth doing here? I'm not ready for him yet. You lied to the court, didn't you? Oh, no cursing for 5 minutes? Okay, no cursing. If your cell phone is here, how could you have called the police? Screaming. It's true. I didn't have my cell phone that night. Why can we say that I called the police from a public payphone?
A payphone? So you didn't call on your cell phone after all?
Just where was this payphone located, Mr. Stickler? Well, to indicate it with a startlingly high degree of accuracy, it was right around here. Wait, that's right across from our office.
That's quite a ways away from the park. But why did you lie?
There's only one reason. He didn't want the court to know he had lost his cell phone. Because it was found in the victim's garage.
What are you saying?
Here's the thing. It was found in the victim's garage with the car that hit Phoenix and with Trudy's panties. So, there's a lot of questions here. Mr. Stickler, you broke into the Maractus garage on the night of the murder. This cell phone tells all. Oh, that's ridiculous. Oh, that makes it sound like I snuck into this fellow's garage to commit some crime. As though I were trying to kill him. Well, Dr. Maractus was killed that night. Well, yes, but no. This line of reasoning has to be against the rules. Yes, it's true. I lost my cell phone. But you can't prove that I lost it that night.
Well, Mr. Justice, if that cell phone was dropped the night of the murder, it does raise considerable suspicions as to a connection with the crime.
Now's your chance, Apollo. Connect Mr. Stickler to the crime. Oh, he's already connected enough. I just have to prove it. Well, do I have a piece of evidence that can do the job? Next him to the crime? Let me be perfectly clear. Okay, I need to connect Mr. Stickler to the crime. He's already connected. I want to look at the court record before I do anything stupid. Because it was found here with the mirror. Or it was found at the car that the mirror was broken off of, and it was found with panties. I don't know how that's important, except for the fact that it was right across from the offices. And the cell phone itself. Still says 9:30. Yes. Suddenly had the hiccups. Can I prove the cell phone was dropped on the night of the murder? Oh, I can show that it was shown that night. Yes, show evidence.
Oh, I like your straggler hair forehead. Hit it. The court will see this evidence. Mr. Justice, hit it, as they say.
The evidence that proves the cell phone was dropped on the night of the murder is...
That's a side view mirror.
As it so happens, Dr. Marx's car was in an accident that took place the night of the murder.
An accident?
An accident. It happened a little after 9 p.m., just outside People Park, our murder scene. Mr. Marx's car hit a pedestrian.
Oh, what are you trying to say?
In the absence of a mirror, it's clear that the car was parked after the accident, which means it was parked there after 9 p.m. on the night of the murder. If your cell phone had been dropped before the car was parked in the garage, then it would have been crushed. After all, it was lying on the ground, right under the wheel. Ergo, Mr. Stickler, the only time you could have dropped this in that garage was after 9 p.m. the night of the murder in the park. Which is right before the murder happened. Mr. Stickler, you know what that means? You did break into the victim's garage that night.
This is most unexpected, Mr. Justice. Are you naming the witness as a suspect in the murder of Hal Maractus?
No. Stop! This is too much. This can't be happening.
Prosecutor, say something.
I suppose it is worth saying this. No connection has been found between Wesley Stickler and Hal Maractus. That is, other than this.
I believe our next testimony will be most revelatory. Is the witness prepared?
Yes, Your Honor. I know that face. That's the face of guilt. Okay. I think this is a good moment to go ahead and stop for the night, y'all. We've been going for a few hours. I believe this is a good moment. Let me see if there's anyone to raid while I go ahead and say goodbye. Thank you all so much for joining me. I hope you all enjoyed this. It's also the face of Chipotle. It can be both. Yeah, thank you all so much for joining me. I hope you all had a good time with more of this. I'm remembering now part of why these games take so long. First of all, there's a lot. Second of all, boy, I go off on tangents so easily. So many tangents. So many tangents. I'm going on one right now. Anyways, fuck. Yeah. Okay. Weekend plan. Saturday and Sunday, we should be back to streaming as normal with Digimon Survive and Genshin. Hopefully everything should be good. Thank you for the bonk. But I believe that's it for tonight. So we're gonna call it there. I hope you all have a wonderful night. Enjoy yourself. Let me see who will be to raid. Who have we got here? I think maybe we'll just call it. I think we're just gonna go ahead and call it there. Thank you all so much for joining me, and we'll see you next time. Bye!